Guys, like the vid, guys, like the vid, subscribe, smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button, guys, smash the like button. Like the vid, guys, like the vid, smash the like button, guys, smash the like button, smash the like button, guys. So it's official. Inter Milan are through to the Champions League final. Their first final since old in 2010. So they will be facing either Manchester City or Real Madrid. We're also going to talk about Romelu Lukaku because I want to have something to say about Lukaku. For me, I've already said it already. If you're happy at somewhere, you have to stay at that place. What regardless of the situation, you have to stay there. Because if you're happy at somewhere and that place is giving you joy, you gotta stay there, regardless of what people say. So for me, I want him to stay there. Regardless of what people say, I want him to stay there. And I want him to stay there because he's happy there, he's loved there, he should stay there. And now he's in the UCL final. So we don't know who's gonna face tomorrow, either Madrid or Manchester City, but it's gonna be a beautiful Champions League final Champions League semi-final tomorrow. Like the vid, subscribe, smash the like button, smash the like button, guys. Like that vid, smash the like button, guys. Smash the African like button. Let's go, Mato. Yo, my people, I didn't like the video, subscribe, smash the like button, guys, smash the like button, like the video, guys, like the video, subscribe, smash the like button, guys. So, guys, like I said, Inter Milan are through to the Champions League final for the first time since 2010, and wow, for me, it's the first time since 2010. So it's gonna be between Manchester City or Real Madrid that's gonna face Inter Milan in by next month. I think June the 10th in the Champions League final. We don't know who they're gonna face, but we have to tomorrow we decide who they're gonna face in the UCL final. Like that video, guys. Smash the like button, smash the African like button. Like I said, it's for me, it's one of the most one-sided Champions League I've seen in terms of the opposition. Though credit has to be given to Inter Milan because they've done very well. And for AC Milan, for me, there's nothing to be done anymore. They've done all they can do. And I keep telling people, if Rafael Leao doesn't play, AC Milan are finished. And the play today, it was just for me, it was just a one-man show. And regardless of it being a one-man show, for me, I don't like that being a one-man show because when you're relying too much on Rafael Leao, for me, it's very, very difficult when you're relying on Rafael Leao to bail you out because a player like Rafael Leao can easily be booted out of the squad. And if they've been booted out, if they've been booted out of the squad, if they've been booted out of the squad for me, if they've been booted out of the squad for me, if they triple mark him out of the squad, is out for me. But shout out to Inter Milan for me. They've done very well. Big up to you, Kima. Big up. Big up to you. For me, they've done very well though because by them notifying Inter Milan out of the game, by them notifying AC Milan out of the game, and them not winning the Scudetto after winning it in 2021. 2021, yes, I remember that. So, them not winning it for me is a big detriment to the Inter Milan fans. And now it is their first final, which is for me a big huge for them because now they're gonna make a lot of money. The jersey, the sponsorship, the revenue, and everything. They're gonna make a lot of money. So for me, it's a big final for me though. And for people who doesn't read Italian football for me is coming back to the Italian football we know because people doesn't rate that tournament, and the Italian football for me is big because now people is gonna be watching more of Italian football now because we have an Italian final, and we may have an Italian European final too in AS Roma versus but Juventus. It might be in the Europa League final. Never can tell, but we'll see. We might see that happen. But for me, though, it's a big final for Lukaku because he's in the form of his life. He's playing very well. He's in his form of his life, making assists, scoring goals, and it's in form. Romelu Lukaku is in form of his life and he's playing very well. He's playing very well. He's playing very well for me, though. And Shout out to him because he said he had a lot of insight today on Paramount Plus when he talked about his injury with Thierry Henry and everything. When he was saying about how injured he is in terms of what he faced to being out for 6 months and coming back after the January-February match to get fit and everything. So there was no chance for them to win the Scudetto. But shout out to them. They're in the Coppa Italian final and they're in the Champions League final. Wow, that's a big achievement. That's a big achievement for me. And I'm happy. I'm happy for them because now they can calm down, play their game, win their game, and know, okay, once they win their game, they'll be fine because they don't need to play with pressure. And I keep telling people, you don't want to play with pressure. And Champions League is the one, final is one game. And UCL for me is a one-off for me. Whoever takes a chance will win it. Madrid or Man City. It's gonna be tough because Madrid have never lost a final before. So it's gonna be very difficult for both Madrid and both Man City. It's gonna be a very difficult match for me for the neutral watching because watching you don't know who's gonna win it, but you have to wait and see. Like I said, the combination between Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez. This is not the first time we have that combination. It's not the first time. We've seen this combination for a very long time. That combination won them the Scudetto with Antonio Conte. So the combination won them the Scudetto with Conte. So this is not the first time I've seen this combination for me. It's not the first time I've seen this combination. Seeing Lukaku back into form with the Lukaku we are seeing right now, it's going to be difficult because it does not want to come back to Chelsea. And I keep telling people, when somebody is happy in whatever place he or she is, he needs to stay there. And I keep telling people, when you're happy where you are, stay there. You don't need to complicate things by overdoing too much. No. When you are happy where you are, stay there because you find happiness, you find joy there. Stay there. Very simple. Stay there. When you're happy, stay there. I'll say it again. When you're happy, stay there. It doesn't need to come to Chelsea to complicate his terms. He's happy there. Stay there. You want another loan? Sure, get another loan. And if you want the UCL, Chelsea has to pay money. Exactly. Chelsea has to pay, if you want another final, Chelsea has to pay because now the problem now is if they win a UCL, they have to pay. They have to pay, man. So we have to wait and see. I have to wait and see, man. I have to wait and see. But for me, shout out to Simeone Inzaghi because when he took over from Conte, people were like, "Is it the right man? Is it the wrong man?" They've done a lot of discussion about his future. Can he do it? Can he do this and that and this and that? And I keep telling people, UCL is the tournament trophy. So for me, it's a tournament trophy, man. It's a tournament trophy. And for me, why is a tournament trophy is because it's a one-off game where when you take your chances, of course, you're gonna win matches, so you have to take your chances. Take your chances, and once you take your chances, you're gonna win. So for me, it's gonna be very big because it's a big final between Inter Milan and whosoever finish finish in the final, Man City or Real Madrid, it's going to be a big final because Madrid doesn't have anything to lose. Just go there and play their game and win. Inter Milan doesn't have anything to win to. Exactly. They go there and win. They don't have anything to lose. What does Inter Milan have to lose? Nothing. It's not have anything to lose, man. And for me, it is good. It is good because you can just play their matches, man. You can just play their matches. You can just play their matches. They don't have anything to lose, man. They don't have anything to lose. Play their matches, win and enjoy. Because that's for me. That's it. Because if they complicate things too much, if you are complicating things too much for me, you're gonna lose a lot if you are complicating things. So you don't need to complicate things because UCL is a one-off game where it's a tournament match, and I'm happy for Inter after everything they've gone through, the abuse of Lukaku's racism stuff and everything. Finally showed up. I'm happy for him. It's gonna be a big final, June the 10th next month. June the 10th. It's gonna be a big final where all eyes is gonna be on Istanbul. It's gonna be a big tournament, a big ticket. Oh my god, it can be. And for me, this is like an underdog story for Inter Milan. They were put in the group stage of Barcelona and co. They were like, can they go out and they did it? They did. They came second. Is second or first? I'm not sure, but they won. They came out trumping. Went to the round of 16, won it. Quarter final, won. Semi-final, won, and now they're in the final. You have to give them kudos. They've played their own style of football, and they've eased themselves into the final. Like I said, people, when you are good, you are good. When you are big, you are big. That's it for me. When you are good, you are good. When you are big, you are big. So, like I said, we're gonna have a serious competition if Romelu Lukaku wins the championship because we can talk about Harry Kane being a world class like this. If Lukaku wins this year, we might have a serious competition because he's won the Scudetto already. He has already won the Scudetto. And if he wins the UCL and he has a pivotal role to play in that UCL, we might have a serious conversation of Romelu Lukaku. Him as a player, big name player in terms of big tournaments, big opposition showing up. That is very most important. We're going to have a discussion. But guys, like that vid, smash that like button, guys. It's a UCL tournament. It's a UCL match. It's a UCL discussion. Kiman, give me your take, brother. Inter Milan, AC Milan, and Lukaku.
First of all, assalamu alaikum, Abdullah. How are you, man?
Alaikum salam.
How are you doing? Well, Abdullah, I watched the entire game from minute 1 to minute 90, and I just looked at Inter. I looked at Milan, and I said, "Wow, these are the guys." Because the truth is, Abdullah, the way they played today, they should have played it in the first leg.
Yeah.
Keep it down, relax. But damn, they were bad. And that chance they got to Brahim, what's his name?
Brahim Diaz, he should have scored. Yeah.
I'm confused. Is it that he should have scored, or is it that Onana made a good save?
I think Onana made a good save, but I think is the way for me. It should have used is if you want to use your right foot, put your laces in the ball because you can choose both corners.
No,
the left corners or the right corner. You can choose both.
Personally, I was thinking maybe he should have controlled it then shoot.
Exactly, because it was only him. Nobody was beside him. It was only him. Control and shoot.
I think it was how many interplayers in the box? Was it like
nobody?
3? And no,
and
in the box.
I think Onana anticipated the pass for me. He anticipated it. I have to give a shout out to Onana.
He did. That was a wonderful save. Today's game, apart from that Lautaro goal, Millan he was doing well. That save he made, I think, was it in the first half?
Yeah.
That save he made, I was so shocked. The other save where he was jumping down and then he had to move his hand, it was crazy. It was very, 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 very impressive. Man, Abdullah, honestly, when I look at this Milan team, I say, I look at the midfield, just complete, utterly useless midfield. What a useless midfield. It's a hole. I think about players like, by the shout out to Montolivo. I think Abdullah, no, seriously, Abdullah, Montolivo, man, I got to watch him the first time was the 2010 World Cup, and just the other day I remembered him, and I changed my Twitter profile to his picture. I say, wow, this guy, he was in such a terrible team, and look at these idiots in a semi. Idiots like Brahim Diaz. Who the hell is this guy?
Because we said it in the first leg that if AC Milan doesn't play if it is only Rafael, he can easily be taken out of the team. Because
Rafael Leao today, I told you that last time when we were talking about this game, I told you this guy is not going to be 100%. He was not 100. He tried. He really
Yeah,
tried. He
it
showed us
wasn't
what that
100%.
chance,
And you could see that
but
they
he was
rushed
not
him, though. You
100%.
could see they rushed him.
Yeah, they rushed him. It was do or die. So
Yeah.
now I wonder, for you to lose 3-0 in a Milan derby semi-final, looking completely pathetic. Giroud, pathetic. Utterly pathetic. Tio Hernandez, pathetic. Utterly pathetic. The only player I can say in this Milan team that actually did something was Mignan. Tomori, another idiot. We sold the right youth talent, man. Abdullah, we sold the right player. I can't believe these guys bought him for 20 million. I can't believe it. It is very sad. It is very sad. If this is what if this is what the best Syria has to offer,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. How did these guys win Scudetto? How? How do they win Scudetto?
We don't know.
How do they win Scudetto? Let's be honest. But Inter Milan, you guys, you did what you needed to do. You
Mm-hmm.
sat back, you waited. You didn't have to do anything. You already got your 2 goals. And I don't think this Milan team is far better. This Inter Milan team is far better than the Milan team. They're not that crazy better. The difference is not that crazy. Abdullah, let me be honest. Apart from those two lucky mistake goals, what else did they do? Let's be honest. What else did Inter Milan do? What else did Inter do?
But that's Inter for you. That's Inter, though. That's Inter for you. Inter will always be Inter. That's the way they play. You can't change the way they play. That's Inter.
No, but to me, people telling me that Inter are far played Milan far out of the park. I didn't see that.
They did that in the first
I
leg. In the first leg, first 20 minutes, they played them off the park. Yeah.
The first 20 minutes, yes, but apart from that,
And
it
they
was just
and
it was like fine. It was like hitting 2 rocks together.
I agree.
Pop, pop. And if the Milan team is as bad as what people tell me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. No, it is up to. Oh, what's up? Guled, how are you, man?
Because for me, I said it because see, like I said, we're gonna have a serious competition. Talk to me about Lautaro Martinez and Lukaku's combination. Again,
Hey,
another
Abdullah, let
combination
me be
that
honest with
we
you.
and according to the stats,
Hurricane right now.
that combination for
Abdullah,
me, yeah,
uh-huh.
go ahead.
Hurricane right now is scratching his head, kicking his door, saying this guy God has a World Cup and is now in a final.
Mhm. Because I'll say it again, Cayman, if Lukaku wins that UCL, we might have a serious competition about Hurricane legacy. Yes, see,
No,
I
Hurricane
rate
is
him very
finished.
highly. I rate him highly. But if Lukaku
No,
wins that UCL,
Abdullah,
we might
no,
have a
Abdullah, no. There's no
different
defending him
conversation.
anymore. There's no defending Hurricane.
So, how do you defend
There's
him?
no defending.
How?
You don't
No
defend him. You
trophy?
don't.
No work? No nothing. Lukaku has
No,
won the
not even trophy.
Scudetto.
Abdullah, where is my semi-final goal? Where is my final goal? Where?
I don't
There's no
know.
defending him. There's no defending him. There's no place for him to hide. But Abdullah, really, if it means that we need Lukaku to stop Pep.
Mm-hmm. But we see though. But for me though, shout out to Lukaku, shout out to Lautaro Martinez, shout out to Inter Milan because Simeone Inzaghi, we might say good things or bad things about him, but his future has been put a lot of thought in terms of can he do well, can he do this, can he do that. But it's proven everybody wrong by being in the Coppa Italian final and the UCL final. And I said it again. Madrid or Man City is a one-off game. It's a
Yes.
final. It is a one
Yes.
game.
Stop.
Anything
Kill yourself
is
for that game.
possible.
You're right.
Anything is possible because it's a one-off game. It's one-off game. Anything is possible. So go ahead. Assalamu alaikum. How you doing, brother? Give me your take.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Big up Abdullah, big up
Yeah. How
Kima.
you doing? Go ahead.
Man, Adeo, my brother, how you there?
Good. Your take on the match.
Yeah, Abdullah.
Mm-hmm.
Today's game, Abi.
Mm-hmm.
What a game, man. What a nonsense of a game I saw today. Abdullah, we love the Champions League for a reason. If I
Yeah.
would have known that Milan will be this toothless, I never would have watched that game today. I mean, Abdullah, these guys were toothless, clueless, directionless, everything less. Everything you can look for less. I remember there was a time they had possession, I think between the 25th and 35th minute. And their level of possession, I think, was a bit high because they were keeping the ball away from Inter. There is no identity for them, or even a transitional move for them to find a way to get to Giroud or Liao. He just kept on going from the midfield to the flank, from the flank to the midfield to the defense. Like it was a clueless performance from Milan. And I think I should give the kudos to Inter Milan, because I have noticed in today's game that their outlet, Milan's outlet, was mainly Tonali and Ibrahim Diaz. So if you kept Tonali away from being an attacking midfielder and he kept on dropping back to receive the ball, there was not going to be any threat up front. And that's what kept on happening the whole game. I mean, Inter Milan played this to a T. They defended well and they were playing on the counter. They just sat down and told Milan, show us what you're made of. And if I was Maldini sitting there in the stands, I would be ashamed of myself with the team that I had to muster up in the last few years being a sporting director. I mean, it was unbelievable. I don't even know how these guys got to the semi-final and they beat Napoli. I don't even know, honestly, because there was no identity in terms of them going up front. And Giroud, let's talk about Giroud. I know that Liao was 50% today, but Giroud, my God in heaven, Giroud, every ball he was touching, he couldn't even muster a normal pass. Everything he was doing was overcooked or undercooked. So I applaud Giroud for the disaster class that he decided to show us today in the semi-final. So thank you, Giroud, for that.
Yeah, he was actually very pathetic. You're right.
Yeah, Kiman, he couldn't muster one straight pass today.
Yeah.
Everything he touched was
the only chance
undercooked
that he
or
got.
overcooked.
I think the only chance that he got was, I think, was it in the first half, that header at the back
Yes,
post. That's the only
yes, but
time
he
I saw
did
him.
well.
The rest of the game I didn't see him.
Yeah, in that header he did well. But the rest, he was trying to be the you know how he is. He's trying to be the main man up front, keep the ball, or flick it to Liao. But
You
every
know,
time he
I
flicked it
now
to Liao, it was
Gullit, I don't know
undercooked.
about you, but I didn't understand that, because from what I've seen from Giroud all my entire life throughout his time at Arsenal, because I'm a very big Giroud fan. I loved him at Arsenal.
Mm,
What he would do is he would always play this link up play, quickly flick not even flick, but quickly 1-2, that
yes,
nice back heel, whatnot. I didn't see that from him today.
but that shows you the difference in
He's old.
technicality. No, the difference in technicality between AC Milan and Arsenal, bro. Because
Oh, okay.
if you look at Giroud, if that's the way he plays, right? If he flicks a ball, the player that receives the ball should know that as soon as he flicked it, Giroud is ready to make a run.
Mm-hmm.
He's that kind of player. He's technically adept for his size.
Mm-hmm.
That's one
Yes,
of the
yes.
attributes he has. So, but the problem is with AC Milan, there is no identity up front. I mean, Leao was stuck in one corner until the 70th minute. That's when he realized, oh, I am not in the game. Let me start drifting to the middle. Let me start drifting to the right. Before the 70th minute, apart from that chance he had, which was a good chance, by the way, he never had any other chances.
So now that's a good. If it takes 70 minutes for Liao to realize, oh my God, what am I doing? Is it that he's just young,
No, no,
or
no.
is
We
is,
need to actually
is,
have a
is
conversation. We need to actually have a conversation about him, Kima.
Yeah, because I was very
Because,
shocked. I said, if you're the guy that Inter pray, the Milan praise, and everyone's talking highly about you, you're being put in the same levels as Vinny and whatnot. Really, it takes you 70 minutes?
you know what that shows you? That shows you, and I think we spoke about this before, that shows you the mentality of the players in this age. The mentality of the players in these ages, as you know, if you have a little bit of a buzz and you did well in maybe a season or two, right?
Yep,
And people
yep.
start praising you and kissing your ass, you
hmm
should be able to prove them even more right by working even more harder. But you
Did you
can
see
tell,
what he
yeah,
posted? Did you see what
no,
he posted? I think was it on Instagram.
when? Today?
He said, "I am coming," with like a an hourglass emoji and
Well, before the game.
before the game.
Yeah, that's the African side in him, so forgive him. That's the African side of him.
Let's see what.
No, but Kiman, this is why I'm saying we have to have a conversation. Because
Yeah,
when
you're
the
right.
ego gets the best of you, aka Liao, aka Mount, and we can keep going with names,
Yep.
you tend to forget the basics of football. If your team needs you, forget about your name, forget about who people perceive you are, do something.
Hmm. Yes.
But Liao didn't even want to chase the balls. You saw him. If a pass wasn't like to his feet, this guy's not ready to make any runs. He was
Now
not
the question
making
is
any
now,
runs.
Gullit. No, Gullit. Let's be fair, right? Was it totally up to him, or is it because that he wasn't 100%? Because that's
No,
what we
it's
talked about last time. If you don't remember, we
yeah, I
said, is this
remember.
guy going to be 100% for this game?
No,
He
even if
he
you're
looked
50,
sluggish to me.
no, but look at this. Even if you're 50%, right? Think about it, Kiman. When he had that chance, right, and he missed it, the chance in the first half,
Yes,
the way he moved and the way he took on that defender Damian and told him bye bye in 1 second shows you that he's at least fit enough to chase half
yes,
balls.
yes.
But this
He
guy
put him
never
on the
chased
floor.
no balls,
He
fam.
put him on the floor.
Yeah, but this guy never chased any balls. Like anytime he had the ball, he didn't even make any take-ons. He'll get the ball,
Uh,
he'll see that the channel is
mhm.
closed, and he will pass back.
I think you're right. You're right because if you think about it, everything points out to what you just said. He just got a brand new deal. He knows these people when they want to build a team around him. Everyone's
Thank you.
blowing smoke up his ass.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're
And
right.
the ego, if you don't control it, it's a very dangerous thing, bro.
Uh-huh.
It's a very dangerous thing. If you are him and you signed a new contract and you already have the buzz, right? At least do something to prove all your doubters right that
Hmm.
you deserve this contract. The guy wasn't getting like, look how long it took him to move from the left to the middle, 70th minute, and then he started moving to the right after that. Where were you in the first 70 minutes? Nowhere to be seen. And
No, but
kudos to
personally,
him.
I blame this Milan midfield completely. By the way, shout out Montolivo, man. I blame this way. Let me actually. I feel so
Nah,
sad.
there's
I
no
was
point.
actually thinking about it. I was talking with Abdullah right now. I was just saying, these guys, this useless midfield has somehow found fluked their way to a semi when my man Montolivo couldn't. Man, Montolivo.
Bro,
Abdullah, I
this
tell you something. Let me tell you something, right? When I was a kid, I used to grow up looking up to that guy and say, I want to be a midfielder like him.
yeah, but this is the thinking, man, right?
Hmm.
With AC Milan, I mean, let's be completely honest. When we played them in the group stages and we beat them home and away, when I saw that those games and I watched those games carefully, I watched them like 2 or 3 times, right?
Hmm.
I saw that AC Milan didn't have the ingredients to make it this far. I don't even know how they made it this far.
I mean, if you lose to Potter on a 5 goal aggregate, come on.
Yes, yes. I don't know how they made it this far, bro. This is what you call divine intervention. That's
It's
the only
not
way.
fair. Why is it that we get the group the how the branch of death and these guys come? Ah, that's not fair, man.
Yeah,
That's not
because
fair.
we top our table. If we didn't top our table and we finished second, we could have finished second if we lost one of the 2 games we played against Milan. You remember
But yeah,
the
yeah, you're
game that
right. Yeah.
the second leg? If we would have lost that, Milan would have topped the group, and they would have played Madrid, and we would have played Benfica.
But then
Sorry, not Benfica,
who wait. If we got second, who would we have got like drawn in the
Napoli,
group of 16?
Napoli.
Napoli. Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
we could have got
Right.
Napoli, and
You're
we had a bet.
right.
Come on, bro. If Milan could beat Napoli like that home and away, you don't think we could have beaten Napoli?
Oh, we're gonna whoop them.
And Osimhen was out in the first leg.
Yep. Man, it's not fair, man. This
And
shit's
you
not
have
fair. Ah,
Reece James defend. Yeah, and you have Reece James defending against Kvicha, Kvaratskhelia. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Man.
the
It's not meant
smoker's
to be,
lungs,
man.
Kavashkira.
Yeah, man. It's not meant to be. He just signed a new contract as well.
Yeah, actually, no, it's very smart from him. What he did was very
Yeah,
smart because he realized that, why not just cash out on it now, on this buzz and
bro.
this high now, instead of people finding out that I'm a fraud later on.
Bro, this guy is already a legend in Georgia.
Yeah, he's a
What's the
legend.
population of Georgia? I think 500,000 for that, was it?
Yeah, it's a very small country. Yeah, you're
600,000?
right. Very,
He's,
very
he's
small.
already a
Yeah,
legend,
he's a
And if
legend.
he's smart, then, he will keep playing football, making his money, and then get into politics later. You
But you
know,
know the thing is,
simple.
bro, the political sphere in those areas, Armenia, Georgia, is pretty fucked. Well,
Yeah, but it's a small country, bro. If Weah can
it's
do it
very
for Liberia, and he's a legend in Liberia, of course he can if he's smart.
Liberia.
Liberia,
Oh,
Liberia.
where? Yes, where?
Yeah,
I forgot. I forgot. I didn't hear what you just said.
yeah, he's the president.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, where? Georgia, where is the president?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah, shout out, Liberia, man. I have, I had one friend from Liberia. I forgot his name, but shout him out wherever he is right now.
Yeah, shout out to Liberia, bro. But it was a
Shout out to
good game.
Liberia, man.
It was a good game, but it was a boring game.
And
It
and
was.
and shout out to General Butt Naked. If you know, you know.
No, but let's talk about the game because if Abdullah
Mhm.
comes now, I think Abdullah is away. Bro, I think this was one of the worst derbies I've watched.
It was
No, but
terrible.
it was
You know,
terrible. To be
when
honest.
you think about that, this is going to be the last derby in the San Siro. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, and Inter were not even in third game; they were in second game.
No, they didn't need to do anything.
They didn't need to do anything. Just control the midfield, keep the ball away from Tonali, let him drift
Mhm.
back and fall back so he can receive the ball from the defenders, and there is no outlet for them in the middle. Ibrahim Diaz was also locked down, apart from a few chances, which he could have scored, but he fluffed in the first half when Onana saved it. But kudos to Inter, man. That's all I can say.
Mhm.
I don't want Lukaku, bro. I don't want Lukaku to come anywhere near Chelsea, bro. I don't know why
No,
he's
man,
got that.
no. Listen, Abdullahi, Gullit, I was in HH's stream,
Yeah,
and I was like, "Dad, this guy is shameless, man."
yeah, yeah. He gave a 30-minute speech in the first 30 minutes about Lukaku.
About teams. Like,
Yeah, come.
you know what I don't understand is what I don't understand. How is this guy? How is it? What did Inzaghi tell this guy?
Guess what I read yesterday in the Chelsea Chronicles? You can check it on Google anyway.
Huh?
I read that Lukaku is asking the Chelsea board
Oh yeah. I saw
to
that. I
keep
saw that.
paying, to keep paying his salary because Inter said they're only going to pay for 1 year, so he wants to be there next season apparently. So he's pleading with the Chelsea board to keep paying his salary for next season.
Nah, man. Let's just be petty and sell him somewhere for cheap. I
This
swear to
guy
God,
is
let's
a,
just be
this
petty.
guy is the defeatist, bro. Let's be honest. This guy is a defeatist. See, this is what I was telling you about ego, key man. Lukaku had all the personal attributes that a player needs to become a good striker, but it's his ego.
It's the class.
It
No,
is.
I'm good. It's a
It's his,
classic elephant mice mentality. You know that elephant
yes,
mouse. You're
yes.
gigantic, but you're afraid of something so small.
No, he's worried. He's worried about the backlash, but he always causes the backlash. You're the
Ah,
one who caused the backlash. So what? Of course, you'll get worried about it. All you have to do is control your mouth, put your head down, put down the knife and fork, and just be a professional. That's it.
no,
The
good
only thing this guy
for a
is
footballer.
improving on.
For a footballer, it's so easy for you to get controversy, but at the same time, it's so easy to get rid of it. Just score goals. Do what you're being paid for.
Yes, but you know what
But
is
he will never
missing?
do
What
that.
is
He doesn't care.
lacking? You know what is lacking in I would say in the new age African players? The thing that you can even add Koulibaly in the midst. You can add all of them. The thing that is missing is hard work, bro, and dedication. They made their money. They made it because they came from ghettos. I know Lukaku came from Belgium, but you
Hmm.
still came from an impoverished situation. Now
Yes.
that you made it, instead of you
Hmm.
thanking God and saying, you know what, let me not disrespect God for giving me this opportunity. Let me keep
Hmm.
working hard. No, they don't do it. They think that's it. I made it, and I can just jog around and you know play football for using my instinct without hard work. That's not gonna work, bro.
So
That's not gonna work. I know we make fun of Mudrik because he's always in the gym. But people who are
no,
laughing now,
no. Ismail Guled, he always has new tattoos about with inspirational quotes.
yes,
Again, game.
and Kiman, this shows you that he will become a good player because
Yes.
you need
But
that kind of
broken heart.
obsession.
Did you see his Instagram post the other day? I think it was right before the Brighton game, a few days before the Brighton game. It was
Yeah,
of two rabbits. One rabbit had a carrot with a big head, and then the
Yeah.
other one had a carrot with a small head, but then under the ground, the carrot with the big head was small, and then the
Yeah.
carrot with the small head was big.
Okay.
There was a
Yeah. Not.
slight I think. Wait. Let me find the picture. Let me find the picture.
Yeah. Basically, what you mean is it's like you don't. What is unseen is more important than
Exactly.
what is seen.
You
Yeah.
don't like what you have right now. You don't know what
Yeah.
it's going to bear. You're just
It's
hyping
true.
it up for no reason.
And because
So
of this
it
obsession
was a
he
dig at
has,
Arsenal.
thank you. And because of this obsession he has, I guarantee you he's going to be a good player. This
Yes.
guy goes to
Yes.
the gym 2 times a day. This guy
Yes.
stays back after training to have shooting target practice and sprints.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is a maniac.
And he's
He's
gonna
a
get far
maniac,
with it,
bro.
inshallah.
He's
Hopefully.
gonna go far, bro. One next season, you'll be surprised, bro. You or
Yes.
maybe a season or two, you'll be surprised.
I can't wait for Poch to put these guys through hot coal walks.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming,
It's
man. I
coming.
can't wait. I can't
It's
wait.
coming, and it's needed. It's needed, bro.
I think Poch is gonna turn us into ultras. Imagine.
Yeah, trust me, bro. It's needed. It's needed. Wallah, it's needed. I'm actually glad,
Yeah, man, it's needed.
and because Pochettino as well knows that his reputation is gonna be in the mud if he gets sacked again.
Mm-hmm.
This is why he didn't. I think so. This is why he didn't even take over now. Because
Mm-hmm.
if he wanted to, he could, right? But he said
Mm-hmm.
no because he wants to wait for the summer, put them through the hot coal and the sprints. And do you know what the
Yes,
sprints are like?
I know it is like 40
Basically,
seconds and then
45.
15 seconds and then 45 seconds and whatnot, right?
Yeah, it's 45 seconds, and they will have to run basically 150 meters in 45 seconds. Rest for 30 seconds, 15 to 30 seconds, and then run again 150 for another 45 seconds. Rest for another 30
Wait.
seconds. Yeah,
So Gullit, you're telling me that Poch is going to give Gallagher a first touch. He's going
come
to
on.
give Havertz a work rate. Is
I
that
didn't
what you're
go that
telling me?
far. No, no, I didn't go that far. I was talking about purely fitness.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't talking about
Well,
Gallagher.
because
Gallagher,
if it's fitness, Gallagher is already in the starting 11.
yeah, definitely, definitely. But guess what? Pochettino is the kind of guy, if he sees you making mistakes, even though if you're the fittest player, he will bench you. Do you remember Wanyama?
Yes.
Wanyama was not the fittest
Yeah,
guy.
man, that shit. Ismail, man, that Gullit coming from East Africa, man. Like
Yeah,
seeing Wanyama, it was because or East Africa football is it is.
come on.
Did you
I
watch
was.
the Somali under 17s? Was it under
I
20s the other
don't
day?
even remind me, man. Don't even remind me. Please, don't even remind me. I watched them against Algeria the first half. I turned off my TV. I watched them against Senegal the first half. I
Senegal
turned.
was.
The only time I had hope was against Congo, and they drew 1-1. And the goal that Congo scored, even like the keeper is mal. Come on, bro. Our whole team was. It was a case. It was a serious case of malnutrition. Let's be completely honest. It was Somalia's team was a serious case of malnutrition, famine.
Oh my God,
Come
Somalia,
on,
man, Somalia.
come. Let's
It
not talk.
reminds me
Let's
of a
not talk.
story. It reminds me of a story that one time there was a Somali youth team that was invited to England. They were brought in under some program, right, to play a friendly or something against, I think, what team was it? A friendly against who?
Yeah,
I can't remember. So as soon as the bus landed, these niggas just disappeared.
this is shameless, man. This is shameless. You know what? But you know what? Kudos though, because apparently this under 17 team is the first team in a very long time. I think they made history to actually
Yeah,
qualify to the AFCON.
yeah, man.
So
We should really talk East African football
yeah.
because
So
I don't know. And was it 2015? There was a Sport Pesa team that came to face, I think, under 15s, and it was a
mm,
team with 30-year-old men.
give on, give on.
You
Let's
remember that
stop here.
game?
Guess what? Whatever you say now is going to be used against you in the court of law in the next hour or two. Let's just leave it here.
No, Guled, man, East Africa football. Listen, man, Guled, I grew up watching. I don't know if you know this team. I grew up watching Gor Mahia, AFC Leopards, and whatnot.
Of course, of course,
Right?
of course. Know them. I know them, bro. Please, but don't give people ideas. They're gonna start
Millet,
googling them. Even.
Millet, these guys passes each other in hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Millet, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Hello,
hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you,
Hello.
what's up?
Yes, yes. Yeah, Kiman. Man, Lukaku. Forget about him, man. Please, please
I
forget
know,
about
man.
him.
I don't know, man. The guy he has burnt bridges, man. That
Lukaku
guy
is
has burnt. For me, it was the other day I was on Twitter Spaces, and I was reminded about this guy taking the number 90. Number 90 is a diss. It's in,
I have never seen a player number 90 before.
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Do you know what the number 90? It is a plus for 90 for him. That's this.
Yeah, it's 9 plus 0. That's what he thinks.
That guy, man. That Lukaku, no. I'm sorry, Lukaku, no. The
Yeah.
thing is, there's already very bad room like stereotypes about Congolese guys, and Lukaku does not help those stereotypes, man. I'm sorry, it does not help. It does not
Bro,
help at all.
it's. I'm telling you, it's his ego and pride. This is the reason why he doesn't want to put his head down and work. Forget about the noise. You can mute your Twitter, you can mute your Instagram, you can mute your Facebook.
I wonder
Forget
what
about
does
all.
Henri tell him? What does Henri whisper in his ear, in his ears?
Man, I don't even think Henry can change his mind. I mean, since Lukaku signed to Rock Nation, that was the beginning of the end. Seriously, that was the beginning of the end. That shit got to his head, man. Let's be completely honest, bro. Come on, man. And who was his best friend at that time? Paul Pogba. And where is Paul
Paul
Pogba
Pogba.
now? Where
Paul
is he now?
Pogba. Paul Pogba reverse jujued himself into an injury.
Come on, man. Come on, man. This is why. This is why. And guess what? They're both in the same age now. I think Pogba is 30 now, and Lukaku is
Yeah,
29 or something.
they're both
See?
the same age. They're both the same
Yeah.
age.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. So that's why they say, tell me who your friend is, I'll tell you who you are. So let's just leave it there. It's apparently Pochettino wants Lautaro Martinez. So let's
I
see.
don't personally. I don't. The thing is, when we were going for Lukaku, I said, why not just also go get Martinez at the same time? Just get them both.
No, but Inter
I'm glad
Milan
we're
would not
getting
let
them.
him go.
And
Inter
then, of
Milan
course,
would.
they cannot let both of them go. But now, if we can do a player swap with Lukaku and Martinez, I'll take it.
Now it's even harder because Martinez now is being pushed to be a captain. You see? So I don't think
Hmm.
Simeone Inzaghi is gonna let go of him that easily
Hmm.
because he's trying to like prep him to become the next Inter captain. And being the next Inter captain, it's not gonna be easy to leave Inter.
Yeah, man. Barella is already stuck there. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, but we'll see, man. I'm very hopeful with what's gonna happen next season. I know whatever happens, it's definitely gonna be better than this season. So
No, no, no.
you know,
The thing is, sometimes Gullet usually community have to give back. So this season was us
yeah.
just saying, it's fine, take your licks, whatever. We're back next season. We're back.
Mm.
We're back.
Yeah, no. Even listen, even if we improve to fifth or sixth, it's an improvement. But show me an improvement because we all know Pochettino is not a very how can I say this? Very aggressive coach in terms of he wants top four straight away like Ten Hag.
Hmm.
He's always been a 2 season, 3 season kind of coach. He wants to improve the team, right? And the players we
Hmm.
have, there is no reason why we shouldn't be actually fighting for top four next season. But at least
Yes.
let's see some sort of improvement.
Now, Gullet, I want to ask you a question, right? Did you
Mm.
see today's news about Chukwuemeka not being held back from going to the going to the World Cup?
Yes, yes.
Lampoon, you're a terrorist. If that guy does not start every single game for the remainder of the season, I don't know what to tell you, man. That's just evil.
No,
That's just evil.
you see Lampard, right? This is one of the things that people don't understand. Lampard, he did the same thing. Not,
Gula,
I
you're a
think.
bit close to the mic. You're a bit close to the mic.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, I said this is one of the reasons why I don't like Lampard's way of coaching,
Yes.
because he did something similar to Tomori.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when Tomori wanted to leave.
Making a novice, so I was cooking upstairs. So that was why making a novice.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Abdullah,
We're
Abdullah's
talking
back.
about
Okay.
we're talking about we talked about Lukaku.
We did a little.
Because this is me. Okay, this is me talking now, Gole, because we can talk about Kane being a world-class player, scoring goals, but he hasn't won anything. And if Lukaku has won the Scudetto already, and if he wins the UCL, Gole, we might have a serious competition in terms of Lukaku. People might say first touch, Timber. Okay, but this guy an assist in the semi-final, a goal in the final that wins them the UCL. That is pivotal because he impacted the team. So we can talk about Lukaku this, Lukaku that, but we have to also be careful that Lukaku is a goal scorer. People might not get him that highly, but it's not my problem. I already say it. If you are happy in a place, stay there. If you are happy and people love you, just stay there. Don't need to start moving around. Because if you start moving around to go to someone, what if you go to that place and you don't feel the love you feel in the place you are before? Then what happened? Everything collapsed. I'm happy for him. It's in the final. Now, win it. It will be tough against Madrid. It will be tough against Man City. But like I said, a Champions League final is a one-off. It's just one game. Luck can be on your side. It's just one game.
It's true.
It's just one game.
But Abdullah, let's be honest, right? Me and Kiman were talking about this when you left. Lukaku's worst enemy is his own self.
Yeah, I agree.
I was telling this to Kiman. I said to him, we are laughing at Mudryk now because of this season he's having, right?
Yeah.
But we keep forgetting that this guy is coming from a war-torn country, right? But look at the work he is putting off the pitch.
Yeah.
This guy goes to the gym 2 times a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. This guy stays back after training for shooting drills and sprints. This guy is putting the work in every single day. He has the talent, yes, but he's putting the work. But with Lukaku and Pogba, they had the talent, but they never wanted to put in the work. So are we going to praise people like that?
No, but Lukaku is putting on the work today because today he said it in Paramount. It came out. He said in the Paramount for today. He was grateful to Thierry Henry about his hard work he put into the game with regard to what Henry has done to him, with whatever is happening to his life.
Yeah, but Abdullah, Henry cannot control him outside the Belgium squad. He can only be with him while he's in the Belgium squad, right? And while they're having international games, that's when Henry was able to advise him and so on. But as they say, you cannot teach, excuse my language, but you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. And someone in the age of Lukaku, if you don't have the wisdom to realize that the same road you've been taking for the last few years has been making you look shambolic and horrendous, then nobody else can convince you. Right? So, in terms of the Chelsea situation and Lukaku, I think it's a foregone conclusion. This guy, I think if Boli even lets him go for 10 million, it's something at least. 10 or 20 million. It's something. Because if a player shows me that he's not ready to fight for his position, for a team that he actually said he have been following, and this is his childhood team, which is Chelsea. If you're not ready and willing to fight for your position as a number 9, as a striker, that shows me who you are as a person. So, you can enjoy your life in Inter and eat as much pizza as you want. Kiman, Abdullah, where did you guys go?
No, I'm right here, man. I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, You personally, do you want Lukaku back? Don't tell me you want Lukaku back.
No. Please, no.
Thank
I
you.
don't even want to see him walk next to the bridge. No, please don't. No,
Thank
Lukaku, listen. After that interview was a line that should never have been crossed.
But this is the funny thing about football fans, bro. If Lukaku comes on and he has, just like Abdullah said, he has an assist in the final, right? Even though today's assist was just like it was just a basic pass. It was nothing.
That was just a basic.
Yeah, it was a basic pass. Bro.
You're being walk outside.
Yes.
Hello?
No, but he said, yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Is it my network?
Yeah, I think it's your network.
Okay, so I'm saying, if I go outside, I'll see kids doing those passes for free.
Yeah, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds.
So I don't understand what is so big about that pass.
Even my shopkeeper.
That goal,
even my shopkeeper can do that pass. So it's not a big deal.
No, to be honest, the goal was better than the pass.
Yeah, of course. No, but this is what I mean. If he has Kenny, may God forgive you. What do you mean by put respect on R9? First of all, he's not even R9. This guy is R90. So please don't even say that nonsense, Kenny. Come on, man. May God forgive you for that comment. Kimo. Yeah, no, R90. He was supposed to put R90.
R90, yes, R90, yes.
Yeah.
Kenny, here he is.
God forgive you, Kenny, man.
Kenny, big up, man, big up.
Kenny, you forgot the 0 after the 9.
Yo, it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. He's the real.
No, come on, Kenny. We don't need players like this back in Chelsea.
Huh? No. Honestly, no. The personality, yeah, but let's be. There's a decent player there. Like the guy is not some trash player.
No,
please. Kima, you're going too far with it.
No, Kenny, please don't do this. Kenny, please don't.
There is a decent player there. There is.
Yeah, but in terms of instinct, not in terms of hard work.
Yeah, that's the.
He said he's going to start doing drills. He's going to start doing 150 meter drills.
They have
to run it in 45 seconds, and the rest for.
The thing is, Kenny, what you're trying to do is you're trying to separate the player and the person.
From the person.
Yeah, I can look at a donkey and say a donkey has muscles. That doesn't change that it's a donkey.
No, but obviously, I've been seeing all the Chelsea on Twitter. All these guys are trying to find things on Pochettino. I'm seeing Pochettino used to do barbecues. Pochettino has this. These guys, I don't know where they're finding all this information about Pochettino. But obviously,
just Twitter.
But if
it shows you how crazy Chelsea fans are. After this season, they will do their due diligence, even if Todd Bowley doesn't. Trust me.
Man. You're spitting in the mic.
That was crazy. No, but I think, look, obviously he works for in a 2-striker formation. But the thing is that obviously he did that stupid interview. Yeah, but I think he needs the correct coach. Yeah. If he needs the coach that believes in him and puts him in the best, in actual. Because let's be at the beginning at Chelsea, he went well. But the thing is that now,
Kenny, he's being benched for that €7. He's being benched for
but the thing, when he came in, he wasn't fit. He was clearly not fit. It took him time to get actually fit. That's the thing with him. Sometimes I don't know why the guy doesn't take it seriously. Even at Chelsea, if you saw at the beginning he was fit, and then once he got injured, stuff went to shit. And then at Inter was the same thing. When he came in this summer, he wasn't fit. The guy is honestly.
Kenny, we might have a burger and fries final.
This guy needs, like I said, he needs a proper. If he has the coach that believes in him and draws him, I think there's a player there. Would I mind having him back? I wouldn't mind having him back. Obviously, I would prefer a new striker. But like I said,
I don't know what you see, but I don't want him anywhere near that.
No. No, there's a player. No, the guy is not trash. Like I said, there's a player there. But like I said,
Because
and Tuchel as well.
There might be a
Oh,
player
wait.
there. There might be a
Wait,
player
wait,
there. But if Havertz and Werner are picked before you, there's something fundamentally wrong. You understand? Something fundamentally wrong.
But the thing with Tuchel is that after the interview, like, it was never the same. And they actually, you could see, like, how do you call it? Because at the beginning he was alright, yeah. But then afterwards, you could see the way the guy was getting frustrated. He was getting frustrated with the way the team played as well. Because there was not enough support. There was not enough support around them.
No, because Kenny, we're in the middle of
Yeah, yeah.
sanctions. We can't afford bus rides. We're collecting change from the counter, and here you are making an interview. What is going on?
No, that was the interview was before that. But like I said, he messed up with the interview. Yeah, that was a bad way to express his discontent with the tactics. You know?
Yes.
But the thing is that we've seen.
You see African players, right? And I'm not talking about just African players that play for Africa.
Yeah, Africa. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, Lukaku.
African descent.
African descent. Yeah. Bro, the issue, especially like, okay, Lukaku, who was one of his best friends when he was in England, it was Pogba. When he was signing for Rock Nation, you remember Man United were in America. And
Pogba, I remember, with Pogba,
swimming pool.
Yeah, they were playing basketball and all that stuff.
Thank you. The problem with the problem.
Keep on, what you laughing?
No, the problem
is sick. I swear to God, I'm just thinking about this guy.
No, but Kiman, the problem with our players is the fact that their ego does not match their performances. Like, look at Lukaku, for instance. He made that interview. The interview, of course, will backfire. Anyone with a common sense knows that it will backfire. When it backfired, he started acting like the victim, and he ran away. No, one second.
Like Kenny, I don't know if you grew up in Africa, but you know, we usually have a saying, especially here in East Africa. I say you will know if an African player is on form by the color of his hair. As soon as he scores one goal, it is blonde. When he scores 2 goals, it becomes red.
Oh my gosh!
I swear to God, we used to call it Super Saiyan.
No, but let's be honest. Let's be honest, guys.
No, but it's true. It's true.
Yeah, no, it's true.
There's some truth to that. That's true.
If you're Lukaku and you made it this far as a player, and God blessed you, you already have the talent. All you need is the hard work. All you need is Pogba, same thing. All you need is the hard work. But these people, they don't give a damn. They're thinking, excuse me, my name is Romelu Lukaku. You can't tell me anything. This is the problem we have with our own players sometimes. He had the opportunity to play as a number 9 for the team that he followed when he was young, which is Chelsea. This guy was not even ready to fight for his place against Werner, that could not even control a pass. I mean, come on, man. Come on, Kenny.
No, but that is the African.
They can't defend the indefensible.
No. Like I said, the guy has his flaw. Like, he clearly has his flaw. Like I said, his mentality. Like, if his coach doesn't back him, or he feels like the coach doesn't, if he feels like the coach doesn't trust him fully, the guy he just throws his toys at the pram and he start acting like a diva. That is true. The guy clearly has his weakness.
Kenny, you know the thing? I think something interesting. Yeah. Werner as a person, I don't hate him. Actually, I love the guy as a person. When I see Werner as a person, I love him. But as a player, I'm sorry, I can't watch you. You make me rip off my hair. I've seen I've seen people throw their phones because of Werner. Wallah, I'm not joking. So there was this one interview by Werner. He was being asked, what do you think about the game? What do you think about what Chelsea fans and how they see you? He said, yeah, they keep singing my name even when I miss open chances. The thing is, man, it is. Listen, we don't ask for too much. We just ask for enough. If you fuck up, if you fuck up, everyone makes mistakes. I get that. I understand. You're human. You're a human being.
But you can't keep making the mistake for 6 years, 5 years. I mean, come on.
Let me mute.
Come on, man. Let's be honest, guys. As they say, what was that? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? This guy been fooling us for 6 years, 5 years. And every time we're giving him the benefit of the doubt. How many foolings are we doing? I don't want to be fooled.
People thought...
Guled, you don't want to be taken advantage of no more.
Keddy, I didn't want to put it that way.
Kenny,
But
let me
yeah,
ask you
something
this
like
now.
that.
How do you gonna rate or Big Rome if it wins the UCL?
I'm not gonna like. It's not gonna be different. It's not as if it was. Obviously, it's been good off the bench, but it's not been. It's not as if he played as well as when they won the league 2 years ago. It was
Okay, let's
more
say
important to the
he
team.
starts in the final, he scored in the final, and he make an assist in the final. How do you rate him? Because we rate Harry Kane very highly, and I keep saying I already told Guled and good. Harry Kane for me is a world class player, regardless of what people say. But to be a world class player, you have to win tournament. You have to win trophies for you to put in that pedestal. And if you don't do it, Mr. Man, it will be very hard for me to put in that echelon of a striker. I'll keep saying to people. I already say it again. Lukaku, stay where you are. You are happy there. Just stay where, because when you're comfortable and happy where you are, why are you moving away? Because you are happy there. Stay there.
And
when you're happy, it's like working as in a firm now, where you're being paid well, you are happy there, the people there like you, and you get a new offer. I'm like, okay, now what do? I have to go to a new company. But you have to look at the comfortability of where you are before. Are you happy? Are you comfortable? You're comfortable. Why are you living there going somewhere else when you're not gonna feel comfortable?
Happy.
He's happy. The guy said, "I love pizza. I love pizza."
He left because basically he left because he saw that the club needed money as well. And the thing is that he wanted a new contract, and he wanted a higher wage, and Inter could not pay him. And obviously he left. Oh, and obviously Chelsea was there, and he used to support Chelsea as a kid and all that stuff. So I get why he left, but then the thing didn't work out.
Kenny, did you not see how the Inter fans were burning his shirts and calling him a traitor and
obviously because obviously because that season he was great. He won didn't he won like Serie A MVP? Like he was the best player in the league and all that. So I get
he was.
Yeah, they won the it was the first time they won the Scudetto in 10 years. I think it was like a long time ago. So yeah, obviously I get what the fan were mad at him, and he was the best.
Since Mourinho.
Since Mourinho. Yeah. So I get why they. I get what.
Wait, so you guys are telling me that this guy won the Scudetto since Mourinho, and I was going to win the Champions League since Mourinho? Huh? My God.
Like I said, the guy is a good player, and like I said, like when he won that league, then he was probably a top 5 striker in the world, like them times there. So like I said, the quality is there. The guy is a decent striker, but obviously if staying at Inter as well makes him happy, obviously that's it. But like I said, if the manager really wants him, and I think that the guy gets serious, I think there's
according to the report we are hearing is he wants to stay in Inter Milan, and he's gonna push for like another loan fee, and he's gonna reduce his wages.
If he's willing to stay there, but the thing is that all this loan talk, like I'm tired of this loan. If he wants to stay there, Inter needs to buy him or stuff like that. I'm tired of this loan.
Even if they win wages. Let's say they win the UCL now, can they use on that chunk of money to pay for Lukaku? Because Chelsea is gonna demand high money.
Yeah, you can't have a player like that is on. Isn't he on? I think he's the highest paid player. He's on
okay, let me ask you guys a question. Is Lukaku worth 30 million now?
Based on his form now, no.
Exactly.
No. Yes, he would. Yes.
Okay, if we get 30 million, isn't that a shrewd business, like Blue Eyes used to say?
No. Because, like I said, if the guy is showing you the form is showing you in the last right now since the after World Cup, since he's been fit, the guy shows you that there's a player there. He's worth more than 30 million. Only when he's
been very informed. He's been after because he said it to Thierry and Paramount Player today. Because people doesn't know his injury in the World Cup, how he came back. Then he said he forced the injury and he came back again. Yeah, it was 1 month out again, and he had to kind of do some rehabilitation and everything to get fit and ready, and they have to manage his minutes and everything. And people were like, we want to see the Lukaku we saw in 2021, and if you can see the Lukaku we saw in 2021, everybody will be happy. And fortunately, Lukaku is scoring goals, Zeko is scoring, Lautaro Martinez is scoring. Those 3 of them are informed. They are frequently informed.
Abdullah, even Korea when he comes
and I'm telling you, Guled, is a Champions League final, is a one-off game. Anything is possible. I know Madrid has a very good record. Madrid, they've never lost a final, I know. if Man City go there too, Man City are the favorite. And I will tell you, even Madrid and Man City, anything is possible. For me, in final, there's no favorite for me. No favorite for me. It's a one-off game. Take your chances and win. And sometimes luck might be on your side where just one chance. Inter can do it. Just come one go and go defend for the whole 90 minutes. Inter can do it. Inter Milan can do it.
They have a very good defense as well.
They're counter-attacking team.
Yeah, they have a very good defense.
Exactly. And they've never considered good. Now, Andrew Onana has got, I think, 8 clean sheets or 9 clean sheets now. He's the highest in the UCL.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Onana might be the next great black goalkeeper.
Yeah, he might be the next. Yeah, he might. You never can tell. He might be. He might.
This is why we are linked to him.
We are linked to him. Yeah, we are linked to him.
But that's the thing. That last summer the guy was on a free. Now, if you want to buy him, he's gonna.
No, Inter Milan said 40 million. 40 million.
Abdullah, I don't understand our recruiting system, man. When he was on a free, he was actually willing to come to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it worked. Mm-hmm.
And look at what we have to go through now, man.
Horrible business. It is what it is.
Bro, Chelsea is a fleet market.
Hope we get it with Poch and everybody. Hope so.
And Abdullah, you know that young keeper we have, Slonina.
Yes, yeah.
He's a good keeper.
He might be to number 2 though. Based on what I'm hearing from Pochettino and the board, it might be number 2.
If
because just are willing to sell,
he should give him time
in
the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
Balaga's not going anywhere.
No. We are about to sell Mendy and Arisa Balaga. Like Zio wants him. Mauricio Sarri wanted United with him. They want him.
No, I don't think Kepa is leaving.
I think he will leave. You have to wait and see.
With the wages,
nobody can afford his wages.
Yeah. Mendy, that's
nobody can afford his wages.
He can reduce his wages. I know.
He's on 170. Why would he reduce his wage? That's the thing. Why would he?
You will see.
And
if Mendy gets sold and Poch said, I don't want Mendy and Kepa, I want another goalkeeper. Both of them will be on the bench. One of them have to go, which is going to be Mendy.
No, Mendy is leaving for sure. But
if
that's
Mendy
the
leaves
Kepa.
and Poch said maybe David Ryan or Onana is my number 1. Onana is going to keep above both of them. There's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, no, Kepa has been number 2 before, and he's been cool with it.
Now he's number 2. It won't be happy because he's a number 2. He wants to play.
No, but he's been number 2 before.
Exactly. So we have to wait and see. Because sometimes as a goalkeeper,
he's been number 2 for a very long time.
Yeah, for a long time.
And he will remain there.
But that's what Mendy is leaving for sure, but I don't think Kepa's going to get.
We'll see. I will be happy if we can say that a lot.
Mendy became worse.
I'll be happy.
Abdullah Mendy became worse.
I'll be happy. Get a lot out of my club. I'll be happy.
Even take a Bigfoot out of my club as well, Mendy.
No, Mendy is terrible, man. This guy, I don't know what he sacrificed for that year when we won the Champions League, but since then, since he made that mistake against Benzema, it's never been the same.
Yeah, good.
His decision making, Abdullah, is worse than Kepa, man. Goodness gracious, man. Have you seen what he did in the last game?
When I talk about Mendy having 2 white, people come at me and say, "Why am I poking this in?" I prefer not to respond.
I understand where you're coming from completely, but I prefer not to respond as well.
No, guys, listen. For me, that game against Real, if we won that game, we would have won the Champions League. That's all I'm going to say.
You see, Gullet, your quick take on Poch. You haven't spoken about Poch. Your quick take on Poch.
Mauricio Pochettino.
It will be announced this week as a new Chelsea manager.
Oh, he's Chelsea.
Mute your mic, man. Go ahead. Mute your mic.
That's how you know Keyman has been in the gutter in the 80s. I'm telling you.
Good.
I survived the country, right? Give me. Well, I deserve this.
No, you deserve it. You made it out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Pochettino, man. You know what? I was very apprehensive with him, Abdullah. But to be completely honest with you, with all the nonsense we've been going through this season, and with all the news I'm hearing about him putting players through hot coal and sprint tests and so on, and I understand why. Because his teacher, or the guy who he looked up to, in terms of coaching was Bielsa
Bielsa, yeah.
when he was in River Plate.
Yeah.
Because
And,
Pochettino
The
was
arrows
there.
to the
And
neck. Gullet, the
yeah, but
arrows to the neck.
yes, and we heard what Luke Ayling from Leeds
from
said
this
in his
side, yeah.
interview. He said this guy made us run until we couldn't run anymore.
Mhm.
This is why they were fit when Bielsa
And Chelsea
was there.
players need it. If
They
you
need
don't
it.
want Panis to get out, that's it. Very simple.
Abdullah, they need it. They need it because
They
the
need
only
it,
fit
man.
player, the only fit player I saw in our team was Kante, and this guy was off for 4 months.
And he's injured now.
Yeah, and he's injured now because he was too fit. They gave him bad eye. They gave him evil eye in training. I guarantee you. They said this guy is running too much. But you know what, Pochettino, I'm happy because at least I know he has UCL experience.
Mhm.
At least he fought, even though I know nobody remembers second place, but he fought for that 2017 sorry
16-17
2016-17 league.
final.
They had the league. He fought for them. He fought for it, even though Chelsea was the team that messed them up. But to be completely honest, Abdullah, anything that can give me hope and it's not English, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And Pochettino, if he brings Bielsa tactics and we have a good number 9.
Yeah. They are
I don't
looking
even
at,
want
they are looking into
Abdullah.
Victor Osimhen. They are looking into Victor Osimhen.
Abdullah,
or Lautaro
let me tell you
Martinez.
something. If Chelsea want to find a scout, they need to hire me. I don't know if you heard. I know you're laughing. I'll tell you now. I don't know if you heard, but there is a Niger boy that is
Yeah.
shining the light.
Ozan gives Obanabi.
Thank
Oh,
you.
in Belgium.
Yeah,
Gift
gives Oban. They are
Emmanuel.
looking to get him too. They are looking
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get him.
at Genk.
But the
I've
report
seen
is
this.
they're gonna loan him out. Once they get him, they will loan him out.
Who's
that-
gonna get him?
Chelsea wants to buy him.
I hope they do, man.
No, and the report is saying once they buy him, they will loan him out. They will
That
loan him
guy was playing in the slums in 2020. 2020. He was playing in the slums
Mhm.
of Togo,
Mhm.
Abdullah. And then in 2021, he has the same agent. What's his name? The Nigerian guy, Eneke. The same agent as Jatro Fofana. The
Oh,
same
okay.
agent as a Nigerian guy, something Eneke. His last name is Eneke. You can check him.
Okay.
He's the one who found him, right?
Mm.
This guy, he's young, he's hungry. This guy can do something.
Mhm.
Believe
But
me, bro.
I
We
wouldn't
need
want
to
to
get-
test him. I'll put him on loan because we have so many strikers. We have what's called Fafana. We have Bureja. So
I think Datro is clubbing too much
Mm.
because Abdullah is the guy. is
that will
chilling.
change. That will change because if you're coming to a club and you're doing that, like the way I've seen Pochettino coaching his team, he doesn't like that. So I think
You know why I say that?
Mhm.
You know when African is hungry and he comes to a place and he made it. When we bought him, you remember his hairstyle?
Mhm.
Have you seen his hairstyle now?
I've seen his stuff.
Come on, man. The guy look like a Jamaican now. This guy is definitely practiced, man. This guy is not coming here to play football.
No,
He's
you
happy.
have to do something. You have to do something with that hair, man. That hair. I'm sorry, man. No,
That's what you
even
call
like
the struggle hairstyle. That's the struggle hairstyle.
this is good. Like normally, your parents even they tell you like you're on TV looking like that. Boy, you better go cut your hair or something. Hey, no way.
No comment.
Yeah,
No
but guess
comment.
what? But guess what, Kenny? If I see a player like that, I know he mean business. You understand? He don't care about how he looks. He wants to play football. But now the guy is a Jamaican.
So go ahead now.
So-
Your Poch coming
Yeah.
in now. Are you happy? Are you relieved? I'm like, okay, finally.
Abdullah, to be honest with you, beggars cannot be choosers. You know that the only mistake that Todd Bowley made is the fact that he put his eggs in the English basket.
Yeah. I
And the
agree.
English basket only knows how to steal. It doesn't know how to reproduce.
Mhm.
And this is what we went through this season. So now, at least you bring somebody that knows football.
And they give him 3 years, which I'm happy about.
Exactly. If he does well in the first two, then you can extend it for him.
Yeah.
At least he has football heritage.
Mhm.
At least he was coached under coaches that understand the core of football in South America.
Yeah.
So I am very happy, and he speaks French. So we have a lot of French connection in our team. So everything seems to be heading to the right direction. All I want is to have a good preseason.
We have a good preseason because we're going to be playing in the East Coast. So we're going to be playing some of the Premier League because there's the Premier League is
that Premier League.
Yeah, Premier League is hosting a tournament. It's going to be a cup tournament where I think seven teams will play together. So it's going to be a cup tournament. The last match is going to be a final. The last match is going to be June the 30th.
Is it seven top 6 teams or
I think 7 or 8. Chelsea, Newcastle, Brentford, Aston Villa, Brighton, and I don't know the last 2, but that's what I know now.
Oh wow, that's good, man.
They're gonna play each other. The final is gonna be the final will be July the 30th. The final will be July the 30th.
We can speak on points.
Yeah, go ahead, Kim.
We have to believe it, guys.
Go ahead, Kim. Go ahead.
Kim, go ahead.
Kim, go ahead.
Sure.
Kenny, go ahead. Kenny,
yeah.
We've lost.
Yeah, because
network is bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I remember because when you guys spoke about, I saw like the way people were speaking about him, like this guy is a serial loser and all. I'm like, I don't like. Obviously, he's been at Spurs, yeah. But the thing is that when people expect him to win with Spurs, you know when they say like Arsenal don't spend, like this guy at Spurs was not spending money. Like he barely spent any money. The guy who finished second. When he went to the Champions League final the next year, they didn't even spend nothing. Like, this guy was struggling because you don't forget they were building a new stadium as well. So I think
and his input was in stadium. Even Kane said this, Kane and Daniel Levy said this, but there's no input. It was the one that asked them to. That stadium they debut now. His input was there for the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah. And obviously, when he comes in, I'm not saying he's going to be I'm not saying he's the perfect manager that is going to lead us to the Premier League and all that stuff. But I think that people are judging him a bit too much on he has no mentality or the winning mentality or whatever. I think that the guy obviously he's at PSG. He won, but he was at PSG, so people are going to say yes eventually. But obviously, the guy has been at Spurs. He did a great job at Spurs, and like I said, the guy is used to. When he was at Spurs, when he had to come in, he had to get rid of all the deadwood at Spurs, which we need. For me, that's even more important than bringing players. We need to get rid of players. And the guy has done that before, which is very important. And he's how do you call it? And he's been in his experience with young players and getting young players better, which he did at Spurs as well. So obviously, right now, I know most people want the immediate success, but that's not where this squad is at right now. So for the squad that we have, for me, Pochettino is the best available guy. So personally, I'm not mad at it. Is it the guy that's going to win us Premier League? I don't know. But I think it's going to go in the right
direction. We have to see our high for us to believe. We have to win and
see. Kenny, I'm going to say something, and I don't know if you'll agree. Domestic trouble. Let me mute my mic.
This guy. You move like move all these expectations like he has to win next. I don't know where you people like. You guys like. I don't know where you guys are. Your expectation next year is what, to win the league?
No, Abdullah, serious. If we get Osimhen, give me Palhinha, Ward-Prowse, and a keeper. I want the Premier League. I'm sorry.
Keyman, there is no break to drop here, unfortunately.
Yeah, like this is too much. Like, do you know Man City exists? Like this guy, like this squad there.
Okay, Kenny. If Man City lose this Champions League, firstly, the price of petrol is going to go up this summer. I hope you know that. And Pep will come and he will victimize all of us. But trust in Poch. Don't listen. Just give me Palhinha, give me Ward-Prowse, give me a striker. If it's Victor Osimhen, I want a domestic travel, and give me a goalkeeper. That's all I need.
Honestly, like I said, if you give me the choice of either adding players like a striker or getting rid of all these players, for me, getting rid of the players is the most.
No, Kenny, we're getting rid of it. Firstly, we're getting rid of a lot of players, but we're going to get. So. He's been promised 4 players.
He has been promised 4 players. We're gonna get rid of 9 players, 9 or 10. That's what Austin said.
Honestly, 10 is not even. We need to get rid of that.
Because the Pochettino like to work with 24, 25, 23, 24 players. So we're gonna get rid of 5 and 10 or 11 players. That's what Austin said in his YouTuber.
Like I like Osimhen as well, but honestly, like I wouldn't. If I was him, I would stay 1 more year now.
We'll see.
But obviously, he wants to.
Yeah, man. Abdul Millan derby officially. The last
Abdullah,
time, the last time when they were in final is in 1-0 2010, and now they are in the final again with either Man City or Real Madrid. Your take on Manchester, Inter Milan being to the Champions League final and Romelu Lukaku? If he wins it, are we gonna have a different conversation with Lukaku with regards to being an elite number 9 or even a world class? Abdul Toko. Abdul Toko. Abdul will just tune into this team and he will not talk.
Abdullah, let me say something until Abdul is getting his mic ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to add to Kenny's point, I actually thought about it, and it's actually good for us that Pochettino is coming to us at this moment.
Yeah.
Not because of our team, but because of his age. He has been in the game of coaching for a while now.
Yes.
And he has nothing to show for it. And whatever name he has is going, like the hype is getting lower and lower in terms of his coaching abilities. So this for him is make or break. So he has never coached before under pressure because he was always seen as an upcoming coach, whatever. But now we will see what this pressure can do for him. Because
Wait, Gullit, I have a question for you. Do you think that who's a better coach, Ten Hag or Poch?
It's different playing style, Keeman.
No. I'm saying in general, who would you rather have?
To be honest,
not at Chelsea, not at United. I'm saying you specifically. You have a team. You want to pick a manager. Who do you pick?
I would pick Poch.
Yes, thank you.
I would pick Poch.
My agenda is fulfilled. Thank you.
No. It's not about agenda. I'm being completely honest. Because in terms of attacking style, Pochettino's attacking style is better than Ten Hag. In terms of an overall game, Ten Hag's overall game is better than Pochettino. But our team is lacking an attacking style.
But Gullit, usually United are finished in the first half. Is it Eredivisie effect? Because Eredivisie, if you're losing by 2 goals by first half, it's game over. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, but remember, Ten Hag worked under Pep, Kima.
This
is why Ajax were the only team that actually beat Real Madrid and Juventus to get to the semi-final that year when Tottenham beat them. Right? So,
but Pochettino he had great defenses at Tottenham as well.
Yes.
I think he also beat Real. Right? He beat Real. He beat.
You sound very fucking man.
Abdul, are you ready now? Okay, Abdul.
Abdul's mic is like cat. You have to call it.
Oh, wow.
He's cooking, you know him.
No, his mic is like cat. Abdullah is like cat. You have to call it.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
Abdul,
Kim,
now for you.
God forgive you. Yeah, but how can Abdul will come to you? Don't worry, he heard you anyway. But Pochettino, but Pochettino, Abdullah,
yeah,
this guy, he knows now it's make or break because he's 51 now.
Yeah,
if he doesn't make anything happen in Chelsea and doesn't bring them at least up to challenging for top 4 or challenging for something.
You can't be an elite manager with that kind of age and you can't even challenge. It doesn't make any sense.
This is why I'm telling you, Abdullah, he has never been under pressure before. The spotlight was not on him before.
He will be on him now.
Tottenham, they gave him a 5-year contract. Before that, he was in Southampton. When he went to PSG,
the spotlight will be on him now.
PSG, the spotlight was on him, and it didn't work. Now he has a chance with Chelsea. If you flop this time, you might as well go back to La Liga and start coaching Espanyol or Getafe. So
good.
But that's the thing, because for both the owner and the coach is you can't get this wrong. Like the owners, you can't get this wrong. Both of them, this is make or break for both of them. So,
so guys, if Poch failed, who's next? Brendan Rodgers.
No. You see, you're thinking too far. No. You have to learn how to walk first before you fly, Kim. Where are you flying to? let's see what Poch does,
Chima,
because this
you are
pressure,
sick. You are sick in the air for saying that.
this pressure is actually good, because we
Mm-hmm.
need a coach that want to prove himself,
You know?
who at least has football heritage, not an English media backing you. So I'm happy in that terms. But
Mm-hmm.
in terms of what's going to happen in the team, I honestly don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Abdullah, he said he might get rid of 9 players, but the
Yeah.
9 players he's going to get rid of are not all going to be sold, because he believes that players that are young need consistency.
Yeah.
So he wants to send all the young players on loan
Mm-hmm.
to certain teams that he handpicks himself.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what happens.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I like that. But yeah, I like that.
some of the other players will go to like ZH, Aubameyang, Pulisic, Kai Havertz will possibly go. This kind of player that will go. So that's the player that will leave, kind of going. So
Yeah, but people like Kani Chukwemeka, they might go to Brighton on loan.
they might go on loan.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Even
I don't think
Fofana,
they're
even Dasho, I think
I don't.
might
I
go.
don't
Fofana
think
will go
they'll
on loan.
sell. I don't think they'll sell Havertz. I really don't.
I think they will sell Havertz. I think it would. It will.
not
The problem
until
is how much.
not until they guarantee a striker first.
Yeah, exactly. That's true though.
Yeah, because we don't have a guaranteed striker yet.
So I think the striker they are looking into is Victor Osimhen and Lautaro Martinez.
Abdullah, if
That's
these guys are smart, they need to buy Gift Orban.
And I'm also hearing we're gonna buy Gift Orban too, but if they buy him, they're sending him.
Because
on
if they
loan.
buy him now, he's going to be maximum 10 million, I guarantee you.
Yeah, but if they buy him now, they have to send him on loan. That's what they want to do. They want to send him on loan
But why?
because I think Pochettino said he might not be ready, so they don't want to put the pressure too much on him.
But he can find out in the preseason, right?
Yeah, that's good. But you remember Boja is coming back, so we don't know how ready Boja will be.
Yeah. And
So
we know
that-
with that kind of injury, unless you have the mental capacity to get over it, some players are never the same.
Yeah, the problem now is I don't want us to have too many young players when it comes to striker. It doesn't make any sense.
It's true.
We have
It's true.
one prolific striker and another one that will be a backup. So if someone doesn't play, someone will come in.
Who would you want as a striker?
It's tough for me because I'm keeping an eye on Ivan Toney, but he has a problem with the press. So
He has a problem with gambling.
with gambling, so he might be suspended. Another one I'm keeping an eye on is, as much as I rate him, it's not gonna go from Tottenham Hotspur to Chelsea. It's Harry Kane, but it's not gonna go. And the next person in my height is Osimhen. The Laurentiis is willing to sell for 150. So are we gonna pay straight cash 150, or are we gonna include players? I don't know. Are we including players for Napoli, or we are playing straight cash? I don't know. Because before we buy, we still have to trim the squad. The squad needs to be trimmed. Not just too much. It needs to be trimmed out. That's why I'm happy that if Poch is announced this week, you can look at the squads and assess them, take over whoever he wants to take out, trim whoever he wants to trim out. That's it. Pulisic, ZH, Oba, Zakaria, they can bounce. Alot or no Alot, go. Mendy, go. So the team is being trimmed one after the other. So Kovacic might go to. Adios. So if all of them goes, we will know who wants to go and who wants to stay. We'll be able to understand, okay, these are the player in the squad. These are the players that need to remain. This is what they do. We'll see though. But I'm happy though. It's a UCL tournament where the first time Inter Milan has been in the final is under Jose Mourinho in 2010, and they won it with Diego Milito, Balotelli, and co. And now this is their first UCL final since 2010. For me, it's like a one-sided final, but we're gonna know who they're gonna face. Will it be Manchester City or will it be Real Madrid? We don't know yet. We'll wait and see tomorrow to know who they're gonna face. But for me, I'm happy. Like I said in the panel, we might have to have a serious conversation, which I'm not even willing to have, but we'll see. If it wins the UCL and it has a pivotal impact in that final, we might have to have a serious conversation about Romelu Lukaku. We might have to have a serious convo with him. Yes,
Abdullah, what conversation are you having? He doesn't want to play for the club. Just
no. I'm not talking about him paying for Chelsea. No. I'm saying about him as a striker because when we look at
they can't even bench 36-year-old Edin Dzeko. I beg, forget about him.
No. I get what you said, But like I said,
Thank you, Mr. K. Thank you, Mr. K. Thank you.
Mute your mic, man. Let me finish. Mute your mic. I get what you said. They can't bench and this. Yeah, because every manager has a preference, and I agree with that. I'm not disputing that.
Abdullah, you'll be arrested for propaganda. Please stop that. You're going to be arrested for. Please don't stop that.
Let me finish up my talk, yo, key man. Don't hang me yet. Let me finish up. I get what you said. Being benched by Eddie Dzeko, 37 years old. I understand that. I get that. But like I said, a final is a one-off game. Anything is possible. It's a one-off. Madrid or Man City, it is a one-off game. So, yes, Madrid or Man City will be favorite. But like I said, it is a one-off. Anything is possible. Luck and I said, where you can just start to win by 1-0 and pack the bus and win. You see, it's a tournament trophy. So, we have to wait and see. But this is what it is. Congratulations to Inter, Lautaro, Martinez, congratulations to Millan, the whole entire Milan city. So it's first time since 2010. Shout out to them. Happy for them. Now we wait for tomorrow. For tomorrow, bloodline. So for tomorrow, fire and fire. Blood for blood. Fire for fire tomorrow. We'll see who's going to qualify for the second Champions League final. It's going to be in June 10 in Istanbul. We have to wait and see. Oga Blue Eyes. Since 2010. They have made it Champions League final.
Yeah,
Inter Milan.
Yeah, it's congrats, man. Congrats. They looked when I saw that.
Hello, guys.
My people, I agree to now, man.
Right.
Long day, man. I ain't make no vex. But
Thank God is behind you.
Amen. But yeah, man. When I saw them in the semifinals, no, the quarterfinals, I'm like, there's something about this team, man. Something about this team. So I'm not really surprised, but like you said, congratulations, man. And Lautaro Martinez, man.
Yeah.
Lautaro, man. I'm still trying to figure him out. Is he a system player or is
guess what?
Hold on.
Right,
The question I have is he a system player or can he create for himself?
I don't think he's a system player. I don't think so.
But how come he's not cooking like this for Argentina?
Argentina has different type of pressure, man.
No. Someone has to feel he going.
Listen, a star will always shine, man. A star will always shine, my people.
Yeah, it's different. But I think he was better in two striker formation.
It's better, yeah. It's better in a two-striker formation. Yeah, I agree. Because it's a technical gifted player for me, though. So can we play him as a forward number 9? It's more for me. It's more of a two-striker forward for me rather than one single as a vocal.
It reminds me of young Cavani somehow.
He's good. He's gifted. I like him. He's gifted.
Yeah, but congratulations to Inter. AC Milan, I wasn't sure what they were doing, man. They look very flat-footed. They look very, very flat-footed. I'm not sure what happened today, but yeah, for me, the better team won.
And the big man made another assist today again.
That was a big assist, too. Let's not take the shade off this guy.
And it's been informed before the assist. It's been very.
You know what made the assist very important? Can you guess? It's the fact that
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. The reason why that assist was very important is because he relaxed with the ball. You know, he was very calm. He actually had one. I think he even had a dummy step.
Yeah.
To dress the ball before he passed the ball. And the weight of the pass was excellent. But for Lautaro Martinez as well to tuck that ball away where he put it. My goodness.
Yeah. That's someone who is informed and who knows what he's doing.
And Lukaku knows where to put the ball for him too.
Both of them have a telepathic combination. Both of them. And according to the report, both of them they are combined assist and goal scorer. Assist and goals in terms of both of them together. Since both of them have been in time, and I think it's close to like 9900. They said it today. I've forgotten. Both of them.
Wow.
Their combination, both of them. It's difficult to find that combination, Lautaro and Lukaku. Very difficult. They understand each other. They know how to move, when to pass to each other. Both of them. A combination is very telepathic.
We need to give the kudos to Simeone Inzaghi as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's the first Italian coach that got to 500 wins in the fastest time.
Yeah.
So big up to Simeone Inzaghi, because imagine they sacked him, Abdullah, when he was going through
with
that.
his future and everything.
No, I don't understand.
Guys, you know what I said? I actually thought that the reason why Inter were playing so well was because the guy had nothing to play for. Like legit, you're getting sacked.
No. What does that stat mean? To hit 500? What does that mean? I don't get it.
As an Italian coach, to get, he was a young upcoming coach, right? So he was the fastest coach to get to 500 wins in the history of Serie A.
Is this total career matches or just in Serie A itself?
In Serie A itself.
As a coach or as player coach?
As a coach.
Bro, you're a hater. You're such a hater, man. You're such a hater.
No. I just want to know what the stats are based on. No. I'm curious. I just want to learn.
Yeah.
These guys, man. Some people say some people cannot let agenda be. You don't know that some of us.
Okay, let me put in the spot now.
Some of us are sponge. We like to
in the final,
ourselves. Okay,
whoever
some of us like to educate ourselves. Okay,
Man City or Madrid, whoever Inter Milan face. This is a big question. Everybody has been acting Inzaghi. They said they won't respond until that day. Do you play Edin Dzeko, Lautaro, or you play Lukaku, Lukaku and Lautaro?
No,
depending on the team.
No. You don't. Listen, man. Edin Dzeko is the man of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You play Edin Dzeko, Lautaro, and bring in Lukaku as your anchor guy.
Mm.
You understand? You bring because when you bring in Lukaku as your anchor guy, he will finish at prime. And that's what we're starting to see right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming in and he's displaying what you call efficiency.
Yeah.
Little time, high productivity. Little time spent on the field, but huge yield.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a morale booster. This is what you call morale boosting coaching, right? Whatever you want to call it. But it's like trying to work on the psyche of the player. Understand? So we're seeing the yield.
Yeah.
He still has a lot of work to do, but if you ask me, man,
that's the question they're asking Inzaghi.
If you ask me right now, Abdullah,
Lukaku?
Let me tell you something right now, Abdullah. I'm going to make a controversial statement because I am flip-flopping right about now. If you ask me, come preseason next year, this coming summer, I want Lukaku in that team list just for fun.
He's not coming. According to the report, he wants another loan to stay in Inter Milan. He wants to reduce his.
We shall see now.
Blue Eyes, you know what he did? Blue Eyes, you know what he did? Because Inter is only covering his salary for this season.
Yeah.
This guy started pleading with Chelsea board to be able to pay his salary for next season while he's at Inter.
No, we're not going to do that. You're going to come back and play for us, bro. Nah. That's what you see. Thank you for. I didn't even know this. Thank you. So exactly. This is why it is very important that the terms and conditions of these deals. Listen, I have no experience, but I'm guessing here. Somebody please stop me and correct me. Yeah. But the terms and conditions of these deals are very, very, very important.
Yeah.
Because just imagine Lukaku. If that is the truth, imagine making that kind of request. Based on what? What are we getting in return?
It's an arrogant request.
Yes. Listen, if I were Todd Bowley or whoever it is that is negotiating that deal, bro, pack your bag and come back home. I got work for you to, and not come and chill. I got work for you to do.
But Blue Eyes, this is another scary moment. If he wins the UCL, now you have to his arrogance because he's not coming.
No, but he's still Abdullah. Let me tell you what rules in the entire picture. He's still committed to a contract.
Yeah, I know.
Kenny, you know, he's still
like what's this? This guy's making demands like Who's paying his bill? Who's paying the salary? Like, Inter is not paying the salary. No, what's going on?
No, Kenny. That's what I'm saying. Listen, if I were this guy, who is the football operations guy we have now? I don't even know who is who.
All of them are there. Vivel,
Vivel. If I were Vivel, I'll say no problem. It's money, right? Come back, I'll give you that money. Come.
He forgot he's an employee, you guys.
Sorry?
He forgot he's still an employee.
Yeah, but remember, this is his last rodeo. How old is he?
It's 30 years of. He's 30.
Or 30.
30. He just got 30 this
as
year.
a striker. This is when you can strike. This is when you can strike the iron and get the highest. I don't know who, unless Van Persie. When Van Persie went to Man U, how much did he collect? Did he even take a pay cut?
I think he did.
I'm trying to think who took the biggest at that age.
Ibra, yeah.
Ibra, yeah. When he went to PSG.
Is it Ibra? I'm trying to see the lone nine who took the most at his later age.
30, yeah, probably Ibra, yeah.
Probably Ibra, right?
When he went to PSG.
Ibra.
Maybe Kane this year when he leaves, if he leaves.
Obviously.
Why was Ibrahimovic not included in the squad list?
We don't know. I don't even know why.
He's injured.
Yeah, he was injured. I don't think it was because of injury, though.
The guy's been injured since.
I don't think it's because of injury. I don't know why he wasn't put in the squad.
No, it's injury. The guy's been injured since.
Guys, so
This year, most of this year.
Bring him back.
The league game lost over the weekend, and what happened to them? That lecture they got by the ultras. Did you see that shit?
I saw it.
I wonder what's going to happen to them now. They just might go home and they'll find a horse head in their bed. By the way, shout out Sopranos.
Who is this?
You go home, you find a horse head in your bed.
Oh, PSG.
You know the ultra
fans. Because may I have a little bit of scenario into this. Why I said, if you're happy in some place, stay where you are when you are happy there and you are comfortable. Don't come and complicate things for yourself, because we know you come to Chelsea, you're not going to get the love and the comfortability you are getting in Inter Milan. You are not going to get it there when you go back. So you are happy in somewhere, stay there. You're comfortable there, stay there. People love you, they share for you, stay there.
But Abdullah, what you're missing is that he cannot make those decisions himself, unfortunately, because of the terms of the contract.
Yeah.
So even if he wants to stay in Italy right now for next season, Chelsea can turn around and say, bruv, Giza. Is that what you call him? Giza.
But I also think of
Giza, bro. We need you back.
Yes, but Blaise,
come back home, Giza.
Oh, you fella.
Blaise,
come back home, fella.
Also, I also think of this. You cannot force somebody on his way to say, because if it does not feel happy to come, it won't come.
You're missing the point.
It's not forcing him. It's an obligation.
It's an obligation. It's like like if I were Lukaku now, I'd be packing my things slowly as you near the end of Champions League. That's when you know the season is over, unless something changes, is what I'm saying. And I think Chelsea should take advantage. Listen, I am so happy for Lukaku because he's going close to a Champions League. He might win. And it's also evidence of a big club that even when our guys are on loan, they are cooking. That's evidence of a big club. It's not every club that can brag like that, guys. You guys don't understand the flexing involved with this kind of participation that Lukaku is giving us. At the end of the day, he's still Chelsea.
Yeah.
Listen, he's being used 20 minutes a game, 15 minutes a game?
Yeah, 15 minutes a game, yeah. We're gonna get money, Blaise. We got money for it in Hazard. We need every copy winning Chelsea.
Who signed that deal?
Magana Ganaskia.
Okay, exactly. But you won't give her credit.
We have to pay them.
Yeah, we're getting money for it in Hazard. Whichever trophy it was until he leave Madrid, we are getting money from him. The last when they won the Copa del Rey, we get 20 million euro.
I love Hazard, but honestly, Real Madrid got finessed. That's what I think. That's why they stopped buying. Like, you see, nowadays they buy young players. Nowadays, I think this Hazard mistake, like, They've been traumatized ever since then.
No, no,
Guys,
I like
guys, they
it's
kept
not even
finesse.
that. They don't even want to do business with us anymore. They literally don't.
They kept finesse. Wow. Like,
Yeah,
they
now
pay
80
Chelsea
million.
until Hazard leave Chelsea. They are paying Chelsea until he leave Madrid. They are paying Chelsea.
And you guys are dissing Marina. Nah, let me catch you on the streets. I
No,
can't
no, no,
believe
no,
you.
no, no. Blue eyes.
I can't
Giving
believe
Bakayoko
I'm like,
a 10-year contract is criminal. I'm sorry.
let me catch you on the streets, and you're dissing Marina. Marina
Oh
is saying
guys, Marina is the same person
uh
that signed Bakayoko on a 10-year contract.
It doesn't matter, but at the same time,
I'm
we're
telling
not
you this
paying
guy.
back.
I'm telling you, good. I'm telling you, he
Hold
doesn't
on,
listen.
though. Hold on. When you know the beauty of it all, we're not paying anything for Bakayoko. He's a serviceable loan. Wherever he is, they pay his salary.
Mm-hmm.
It's just he's our piece. Yes, he's on the books, but we're not expensing for anything. He's just he's a loan piece, and that's why people talk about how teams should model the Chelsea loan system.
Mm-hmm.
He's
No,
going
but
to
you can't
be
do that nowadays. I think
Well,
there's a limit in loans
well,
now. I think FIFA put a limit in
either
loans.
way, there's still residue. There's still residuals that we're milking right now, based on what was done in the past. You can't. Unfortunately, you can't terminate those policies. Those policies will linger. Hence, why some of these deals are still alive.
Did we sell that other Congolese boy?
Who?
Batshuayi.
Yeah, we sold him.
No, it's still at the
he
club.
told
Yeah. No,
he's still at the
it's,
club.
it's,
But
it's in
I don't
Fenerbahce now.
know.
It's been sold. It's been sold.
Yeah, even before this year before they loaned him, they actually extended his contract
No,
and
now it's been
loaned him.
sold now. It's been sold now.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, it's been sold now.
Yeah, it's been sold now.
What about
But,
Babarab?
Baba Ramon is still in. It's still in
but it doesn't matter. We didn't pay a dime for Batshuayi. Crystal Palace paid. All the teams paid for him. Dortmund paid. We didn't pay a dime. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
The guy was decent, man. After that, at Dortmund he played well. I thought he could have had the. I thought he had the decent. The guy is still
No,
selfish.
Kenny. Batshuayi gave me my Premier League goal. Okay, I have no hate in my
Now
heart for
remember
him.
the Premier League goal, the Atletico Madrid goal. The guy had some.
Yeah, like we're chilling.
So
We're chilling.
the problem with Batshuayi, yeah, and it's very. I'm going to be very serious with you. Batshuayi, he doesn't believe in what he's for him, man. He's like on the beach. He doesn't have his fun is too much. He doesn't
Yeah,
have
the mentality.
he has,
like a certain Timberland boot.
he has zero killer mentality. Not meant for goals. I'm not saying in general. He doesn't have killer mentality. He just because the thing comes so easy to him, he just he just plays when when he gets a chance. He say, "Let me try this. Let me try this." Like he's always having fun. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
man, Abdul, are you there now?
Yeah, I'm here, man. What's up, man?
Ah, Lord have mercy. Since
Pick up, man.
your take on Inter Milan since 2010, they finally been Champions League final. Your
Yeah,
take.
first of all, I think tonight is actually the best night to talk on the Champions League semi-final
Mm-hmm.
because tomorrow everybody will have their crazy opinions. Why Man City won, why Man City didn't win, why Madrid win, why Madrid didn't win. So I think tonight is actually a very good night to have this discussion
Yeah.
and a good Champions League night to have football discussion. Before I move on to the Inter game, I would like to give my opinion on Batshuayi and Bakayoko
Okay.
because personally, I actually rate them as good players. But then, Blue Eyes, coming to your point, I think what is about to ruin their completed football career is actually just money. Because when you sit in a club that secured you for large amount of money and for 1 2 seasons you're actually not competing to start or you're not even competing to be in the squad and the club is making a way, making not paying too much attention to you, you should have just cut your ties, look for another club for maybe a little bit less wages, But then you get straight with your own career. But because of the high wages, these guys don't want to, jump out of the boat, and they still want to maintain that wages. And this club that are getting them on loan, or the club that might want to purchase them and and offer them new contract, are not willing to offer them the wages they were placed on at Chelsea Football Club. So that's the problem. And then they just like dilly-dallying around from one loan to the other, from another loan to the other, so that they can maintain those wages. Because I think the two of them were really good players. Bakayoko, apart from shooting at goal, as a midfielder, he wasn't bad. So if he had actually progressed the way people were actually mapping out his football progression, he would have been like one of the top midfielders in Europe by now. But then where is he? Nobody knows. And the same thing with Batshuayi. He was like a really talented prospect. And even Thierry Henry said at striking the ball, he was actually better than Lukaku. And he said the unique thing about Batshuayi is he can strike the ball equally as good with both feet. Well, the kid has got talent, but then that's the problem with money. And when you're on fat contracts, you don't want to let go. So you accept loan after loan, loan after loan, rather than just cutting your ties and say, okay, you know what? Let me just lose 40% of my wages. I'm already a millionaire
Wait,
already.
was Batshuayi raised in Africa or Belgium? Or where was he raised?
In Belgium.
Okay.
I was raised in Belgium. So.
But why does that matter?
To me, or to the person asking the question?
Because Blue Eyes.
To the question, why does that matter?
Blue Eyes, because in the village, $1 million lasts you 50 years. You understand me? You can buy, my friend, let me not tell you about the village.
No, listen, make no mistake. People do not abandon their mentality. No. People don't. Their mentality works with them. So that's why I asked. It doesn't matter where the person is at, is what I'm trying to say, bro. Doesn't matter where you're at. As long as you have. No, my brother, think I'm now. As long as it's about delivery. It's about, that's why sometimes, anyways, but let's not get there. Let's talk football.
Let's talk football.
Yeah, let's talk
It takes a certain wisdom for your mentality to evolve.
Is that comment directed at me or to Kiman?
No, I'm talking to Kiman, not you. Abdul.
Okay.
Abdul, no, beg, no vex.
No. I just wanted to say.
No, that was to Kiman because Kiman.
Okay.
No, that was to Kiman.
Yeah, we're talking about Lukaku, Abdul.
Yeah. So Abdul, your take on the Inter Milan? The last time they won the Champions League final was in 2000.
Inter Milan were playing Barcelona. Was that at this season?
Yeah, this season. Yeah, they played Barcelona.
They played Barcelona, and when they played Barcelona at Nou Camp, they were boring to watch, but they were effective in what they were doing. Like anytime they had the ball, they appeared dangerous, but it seemed like they didn't have. They weren't good to look at.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking maybe it was because it was a poor Barcelona team. But then I looked at them and thinking like, these guys, they kind of know what they're doing on the pitch. But it's not a team you want to watch every day because they've been boring.
Yeah.
So when they got to the semi-final, to me, people might disagree. My own football philosophy is any team that is as good enough to get to a semi-final is good enough to win that tournament.
Yeah, I agree.
So when I saw them go to the semi-final, I know there was going to be trouble. So I'm not really shocked out of the outcome. It will be difficult for them to win the tournament. But to me, what this clearly shows is whoever they meet in the final, if you don't make good plans, good contingency plans to contain them, you might have one of the worst final
And I think they
because
will.
you just
Because
score
of the
one
way,
goal and then
yeah,
you won't be
because
able
of
to
the way
do
they
anything.
play. Because of the way they play, I think they will.
Exactly. You will just score. They will just score one goal and you might not be able to win.
Yeah.
And then you might have all the ball, and then in the 89th minute they'll just score the second goal
And
again.
the problem about the Inter doesn't even usually have the ball. They give it the ball. That's with the Inter play. They give it the ball.
Exactly. But they're very
They're
solid
very counter-attacking and they're very good defensively.
and their structure is like a typical. You see, this is what
They play
excites me.
5-3-2, 5-3-2. That's what they play.
Yeah, you see, what excites me most now actually is it seems to me like Italian football is having a renaissance. It's
Yeah.
coming back,
Yeah.
And what that means is tactical football is gradually coming back. You might have slightly better players than them, but they will give you the worst game of your life anytime you face them.
And we might have an Europa League all Italian final. Roma versus Juventus.
Well, there you go then. So how will that not be a renaissance of the Italian football? And I think they are generating more and more money now, and they're getting more and more money into the league. So I'm really excited. I only wonder who they're gonna meet. If they meet Real Madrid, it's gonna be more difficult for them
Yeah.
because don't get distracted by Real Madrid wearing a white jersey and being a Spanish team. They play like an Italian team because they've got Carlo Ancelotti.
Because the problem with Madrid and Inter Milan, they play the same way. Madrid doesn't possess
Exactly. They
They
play
don't
the
possess
same way, but Inter have got more game changers
than Madrid.
so Madrid has got more game changers than Inter.
You think so?
No, Real Madrid have got more game changers than Inter. You know what I mean? Like you cannot compare the goalkeeper of Real Madrid to goalkeeper of Inter.
Inter Milan,
You cannot compare Benzema to the strikers of Inter, even if you combine all their talent.
Yeah, I agree.
You get me? And then they've got very talented Brazilian kids. So they're just like an Italian team, but they've got more technical players.
Yeah.
So,
Agree.
but if they face Man City,
Yeah.
look, it can be like being on the beach for them. They might even start smoking their cigar and popping their champagne because you can look, you can already tell what you're gonna get from
But
in
Abdul,
the final.
this is me talking. Yes, I know if they face Madrid or Man City, but I said it again. It's a UCL final. It's a one-off game. UCL final, there's no favorite here. See if luck is on your side and you take your chances, game over. It's a UCL final. Anything is possible.
Abdullah. Wait, guys. See, Abdullah, DeMarco versus Vinny. DeMarco versus Rodrigo. Come on. Let me not speak.
Yeah, I understand what you say, but sometimes football is not all about favorite. It's about taking your chances. And I think Madrid are very good in final. But sometimes in final, it's all about sometimes the big occasion, the big moment, you have to just calm down about it and play your game. And the way Madrid is playing the same way Inter Milan is playing, how are they gonna put the team together? I don't know.
Where's Carl?
He's gonna come on. He's gonna come on.
That is why Blue Eyes. That's why I say tonight is actually the best night to discuss about this Champions League semi-finals.
With a clear head, Abdul. With
a clear head, because by the time you come tomorrow, if Carl comes tomorrow, what's he going to be doing? He's either going to be defending why they lost, or he's going to be beating his chest.
I told you so.
Exactly, or he's going to be beating his chest and saying, like, "This is why we won." So Carl.
We know the game, man. Don't worry, my brother. Just come out and talk football. It's okay. You don't have to wait till tomorrow. Don't worry.
So, Carl, I feel sorry for you. Carl, I feel sorry for you if you don't come outside and talk now, because you might not have mouth to talk tomorrow. So,
you know when Benzema post up, what's his name? What's that guy's name from Portugal that plays defense?
Yes.
You know that post up. You know that Benzema's post up like basketball. Yo, I don't care who you are. If Benzema catch you in that post up, you're toast. Yeah, it's a goal, man. You're toast, man. Come on.
You know what I was saying,
He
guys.
knows how to turn on that weak side, man.
Yes.
Anyways, go ahead.
Because for me is Madrid are very good in final. I know that they've never lost the final under Ancelotti. I know that. But
Carlito.
This is but for me, guys, is a UCL final. It's a one-up game. Anything is possible for me because the way
right now it's 0-0, right?
It's 0-0 for me. It's 0-0. Anything is possible because guys, we might say Madrid have a different difference maker. Inter Milan has a difference maker.
Why don't we? You should run a poll to find out how many people think Madrid will win tomorrow. I bet you 60% going to say Madrid.
I think so too.
Let me try to see if I can run a poll.
I think so too.
I think 60% going to say Madrid.
You know what?
A lot of people are saying Man City. I don't know.
No, Kenny, it's very simple.
It depends on who you're asking. If you're going to ask Man City fans, you guys need to listen to some Man City streams. Oh my God. I'm thinking that
if you put Kamavinga on what's his name?
Mendy.
No.
Alaba.
KDB.
Okay.
KDB.
If you put Kamavinga on KDB, Man City has
in the midfield.
Man City has a problem.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Did I not get shouted at on this stream when I once mentioned something on the line of man-to-man marking?
Who shouted at you?
I can't remember.
A couple of people on the stream were shouting at me when I was talking about man-to-man. So what happened between? So no. So what did I see between Kyle Walker and Vinny last week? Was that not man-to-man? The guy was glued to Vinny, especially in the second half.
Like older brother and younger brother.
But the problem, okay,
he wasn't really glued to Vinny, but it was like he was
glued to.
This is me talking now. For me, this means because I get what you said, but even if Inter Milan play Madrid or Man City, the way Madrid defend for me, Inter Milan can score. Madrid also can score. But Inter can have more chances to score against Madrid because Madrid will give you chances. They kind of open up a lot.
No. Madrid still has to play Man City tomorrow.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. Whoever in between both of them, Madrid or Man City, Inter Milan will score goals. They will score goals. Regardless of the different maker both team have, Inter Milan will score. They will score. Because they are very boring team. They don't score like 3, 4, 5 goals. Very boring team. 1-0.
Abdullah, I think maybe the way you should have phrased it, or the way I look at it, is you will always have a chance against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
But they've got this monster at the back called Thibaut Courtois.
That's problem.
Who I really hate. But this guy, do you know why I call him a game changer? Or do you know why they call some goalkeepers game changers? This guy can actually make like 3 world-class saves in just one game.
One game, yeah. I agree.
3 world-class saves in one game. It's very rare for
he did that in the final against Liverpool. Remember, he did that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So it's not about. See, that is why this Madrid team is just. If you're into football, you have to just study them.
Yeah.
Don't go and look at them. If you're into coaching, you have to study this Madrid team.
I agree.
Because they've got a game changer at the back. Called Thibaut Courtois, which I think we made a mistake on. Because when we got him, when we got him, we put him on a college scholarship.
We don't make a mistake because he wanted to go back to Spain. So
hold on now, Abdullah.
Go ahead.
See, he won the Belgian league in Belgium as a kid, 18 or 17. Chelsea bought him and then we'll put him on on a college scholarship, 3 seasons on loan to Atletico. What's the poor boy gonna do? The poor boy found life, and he
Yeah,
found a
but that's
girl.
okay. A lot of people travel that same journey. That
Hold
journey is not
on now,
special.
hold on now, hold on now. And he found life, he found a girlfriend, he found family.
Yeah, come
So
on.
when we
So
thought,
you want
oh,
to
you are now
tell me that that's
matured,
He did. He
now,
didn't find a
now
girlfriend. He took the bronze.
oh, hold on.
Yeah, he
Let,
took
let's
he took the bus.
let's not get into the petty side of it. So we took him back. We thought like, okay, you are now okay. Our product is now made. Our outcome is now
Are you
fulfilled.
serious?
We brought him back, gave him the number one, chased away our legend, and suddenly this kid could not settle. He couldn't settle.
Exactly. It happens in
You see,
football, man.
so we made
It
it.
happens.
It was unfortunate. No. No. I'm not saying. Well, I'm just saying that was the most unfortunate scenario that I found with our loan system. You know what I mean? Like we were so
But you
unfortunate.
have to be willing. No, but you're right. But the thing is, again, there comes a time when
Yeah.
you agree to disagree. Everybody will go their way.
Yeah, I agree.
And with Thibaut
No,
Courtois, as much as, of course, the buyer's remorse or seller's remorse. Listen, when we sit down and watch what Thibaut Courtois is doing right now for Real Madrid,
Mm-hmm.
of course, there's cause to always have remorse. But again, we gotta move forward depending on how he treated us.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, no, I understand, but I'm just saying. Imagine we are taking him and send him to Everton. You know what I
True,
mean?
true, true.
Would the outcome be the same for us? I'm just looking at the interest of Chelsea.
I agree.
So anytime this is a world class keeper, it's not easy to find a world class keeper.
No, it's not.
It's not easy at all. I mean,
No,
we've
but the
not
thing is,
found a replacement.
the thing you didn't talk about with Real Madrid, right, is that Real Madrid even wants you to score because they know they will score again.
Yeah, they know.
That's the thing about Real Madrid. So
No.
even though they will concede or they might concede, it doesn't mean they set up to concede. But I can guarantee you that if you score Real, they will score you back.
You see, this is where I'm going with my explanation. That okay, we know they'll give you a chance, but there's no guarantee for you to score. But there's no way you want to play that game. Real Madrid will have their own chance as well,
Of course.
and their probability of them scoring is very high.
And that is what. Listen, Abdul, don't go any further because you've nailed it on the head. And that is what Real Madrid banks everything
Every
on.
day on. Yeah.
Every
Is
game,
they bank everything they got right now, Abdul, on what you just mentioned. That ability to kill when they have a chance. That's all. That's their formation. If you get a chance, kill.
Kill. Yeah.
No
and
other team has that. No other team has
and,
that.
and, and that's what they've been doing for the past 2 seasons.
Yeah. Since Atleti took over.
Since Atleti took over, that's what they've been doing.
They
You
just
see
feel
why
like
I fear this Real Madrid team, and then I'm seeing all these City supporters. Some of them already started their party.
can't stand them. Man.
And Abdul, let me not cut you off. Everybody has been writing off Benzema so far this season in the
Benzema.
Champions League.
Hey, Benzema.
But guess what?
Okay.
Imagine he drops a masterclass tomorrow and in the final.
Lord have mercy.
Benzema. Please don't call him
don't know.
Benzema. Don't call him
How
Benzema.
How can anybody? How can anybody
Benzema.
write off Benzema?
But they
You know
did.
what I mean? How can anybody write off Benzema
They're stupid.
when he's the only? Look, if I'm to count on my right hand, or if I'm to count three
Benzema is the
players,
best striker in world football right now. I don't
if
care
I'm
what
to
anyone says.
if I'm to count three players that have gotten better at the end of their career than at the start of their career,
It's Benzema.
Benzema will be one of them.
Yes.
I've not seen a player, a football player like Benzema. If somebody told me when I started watching Benzema in the French league that this is what this guy will become in his mid
do not
30s,
believe it.
I'll say how is that going to happen?
No, but I don't think you're doing him justice talking about him like that. Is Benzema
No.
right now? Hold on a minute. I just want to ask Abdul a question. Right now, give me top 3 best cooking strikers in world football right now. Top 3. I want to hear your top 3. Don't think about it. Just name them.
I've got
Benzema, Haaland,
No. Let me ask.
I've-
I'm asking Abdul now. Let me ask Abdul.
I've got to put Benzema there. Benzema is the first one that comes to my mind.
2. Who's your number 2?
2, I'll think about Haaland for sure.
3.
That's fair.
3, I can't even think about 3. Like instantly. I'm talking about instantly. I've got to go think about it. Instant. Okay, I might say Lewandowski.
He's not been cooking this.
I would say Kane before him, but yeah, Leon.
That's exactly it. So I've got to find time to think about it. But I don't think about Benzema.
I see what you're saying.
I don't think about Benzema.
So that means Benzema.
Okay, let me put Blue Eyes and Abdul on the spot now because we said before you guys come in. Is it top 3 or top 4 if he wins the UCL?
Sorry?
If he wins the UCL, is it top 3 or top 4?
Who? What do you mean top 3 or top 4?
In terms of an elite striker, if he wins the UCL.
No, come on, stop, man.
Who are you talking?
Lukaku, no way.
Abdullah,
No.
give yourself a yellow card for that.
Stop, man. Come on. Man.
What sort of questions?
Abdullah, stop, man. Don't ever ask that. No, you see, this is the problem. That's why when you talk about Osimhen, I suspect your
the reason I asked
kind of evaluation that you're giving us.
No.
I can't believe you, man.
No, the reason I asked is because when we look at
so you just wake up today and you say you want people to vex. That was your plan. No, that was your plan this evening. And when you wake up today, you're going to vex six guys. Wow.
But Abdullah, who's your top 3?
Good question.
Your top 5 right now.
Top 5 right now.
Kenny, the thing is, I don't even know what it means. Top 3 in what? Top 3 in
strikers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me explain what I mean is because we have Benzema, we have Lewandowski, we have.
And you're mentioning Lukaku in the same breath as Benzema.
I'm not putting on the pedestal of Benzema.
Are you listening to
What I'm saying is because the topic has been.
Abdullah said Osimhen is the best striker.
Blue eyes.
When we talk about
Abdullah has been running agenda. I swear to God, in the group.
Yeah, the agendas and the narratives, man.
Hold on, guys. He's a world-class goal scorer and playmaker and everything. Because for me, but also being a world-class, you also have to have trophies into it, which he hasn't had yet because he's playing for Tottenham. People might say because he's Tottenham Hotspur. So that's the reason I have for Lukaku because he's won the school there too. And if he wins the
Wait, Abdullah, so him being a super sub equates him to being top 3, top 4 strikers.
No, what I mean is, yeah, it can be a super sub, but he wins it.
No. His contribution is very small. His contribution to where Inter has got to this season has been minimal.
Exactly.
Okay, so I don't think we got to like even if we're mentioning Inter players, there's no way we'll really bring
Martinez is defined. He's not even the best striker at this club right now.
It's like last season saying we're going to mention Zlatan Ibrahimovic in AC Milan's contribution to winning the league.
Lukaku's integration is better than Zlatan that season.
No, Lukaku's contribution this season has been really minimal. So all that euphoria that comes with it, all the flowers that you know the way they were bashing Bakayoko last season, that when they came to calling out their name, he was smoking cigar.
Yes.
What was his contribution?
0.
Lukaku should just hide his face when they're calling them out.
Why? Okay, Abdul. Why?
That's the reality.
If Lukaku give you a 3-piece in the final, he's still not gonna get him.
No. It's not his fault. It's injury. What can you do?
Exactly, it's injury. I know.
I'm not blaming him, but I'm just talking about football wise.
Yeah.
His country. I wouldn't say because of Lukaku they got to these Champions League final.
It's a team player.
Abdul, you don't understand where Abdullah is coming from. I know where he's coming from. Because I saw his message in the group talking about Lautaro and Lukaku. I know what he's thinking. Abdullah, I know what you're thinking.
No, come on. Because when we talk about Kane and this and that, for me, Kane is a world-class player. regardless of how people rate him.
No. He's not a world class player. He has world class ability. He has world class ability.
Hold on. I'm still having a little bit skeptical when it comes to Harry Kane because he hasn't won trophies. And people might say Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, Tottenham. But you cannot give me a golden boot and tell me you're a world class player. I'm sorry. Golden boot doesn't equate to a trophy. You can win 25 golden boots. No trophy, I'm going to slate you because I still wanted to win something. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Lukaku wins it, you have to have a competition. Before I say, it might come up from bench. Yeah, I know, but it might start a match and have an impact. It might even come up from bench and have an impact and wins it. So, that conversation can be had. That's what I'm
Abdullah,
saying.
let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
When we won the Champions League,
Mm-hmm.
Olivier Giroud was on the bench, right?
Yeah.
He contributed, right?
He didn't do anything.
Yes, he did in the group stages. The overhead.
You scored against Atletico.
So why are we not having the conversation with him as well?
Abdullah, if we're having top three, top four conversation for Lukaku, what type of conversation are we going to have for Martinez?
No, I'm not
who
saying...
won the World Cup and won the Champions League in the same season? What type of... Where is he now? Is he the best striker in the world?
That's true.
Nah, come on. This is too reactionary now.
No. I'm just having that kind of conversation. Relax.
No, I know why Abdullah is saying that, because it's painful to see a player like Lukaku with all the hype becoming a disgrace like that sometimes. I understand that. But Abdullah, this is the thing. We know we wanted him to be able to perform at least in the Chelsea shirt.
Yeah.
This guy not only had one chance, he had two chances. And in the second chance, he was benched by someone called Werner. Timo Werner, that cannot even control pass.
Please.
So I cannot back this guy to be even top 20. Seriously. Lukaku.
Abdullah, you know Timo Werner, the guy who crosses ball and hits the opponent's left foot twice.
I know. The IAAF.
He has the entire pitch to aim for. He hits the opponent's left foot.
Are you talking about the IAAF in that?
Okay. Let's be what do you call it? Objective about Liverpool, Lukaku now. You see, Lukaku, and I've said this like even since the COVID era, that Lukaku's problem, even before he left Man United, I used to say that Lukaku's problem is not football. Lukaku's problem is his mentals.
Yeah, I agree.
You see, his weakness are his mentals. His mentality is very weak. That's the problem he has. You see, if he can do away with all those negative stuff, just forget about everybody. By now, I used to think Lukaku should be able to just focus on himself, but he's still being distracted. Look, when you sign Lukaku, I used to say then that it's not like he's not going to score you a bundle of goals, but he need a manager that will adopt him as a child. I'll be telling him every morning, Lukaku, I love you. Lukaku, you are great. You're fantastic. And all those things. That is when you might start getting the best from Lukaku. But how does he fix it himself? He needs to focus just solely on himself. He needs to be a big boy. All those stuff that, I'm still friends with Didier Drogba. I spoke to him yesterday. It's about time you let all this go. I spoke to my son this morning.
I love pizza.
I'm in good terms with my son's mother. Come on, man.
You are sick.
No, but that issue. When there's obstacle in front of him, the guy folds. I don't know why.
Exactly. It's his mentals. His mentals are weak. His mentals is not yet what do you call it? Tunnel vision. He still hasn't got that tunnel vision. That's why people like Zlatan come across very playful, but he has tunnel vision. That is why he's been able to maintain himself to this level at that age. Look, when what's it called? Zlatan realized he has an injury, so he has to play in a slower league. He went to the MLS and played there for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then came back, to Europe. if that was Lukaku, all you'll be hearing from Lukaku is, "Oh, I don't know, maybe I'll retire or not. I don't know. Somebody cost me from Congo. I don't know. Just get on with it. Have this tunnel vision. You need it, but Lukaku doesn't have it. That's the problem. That's the problem of Lukaku. I mean, the first time he came to sign for Chelsea in maybe 2011, I think I bumped into him in a train station. And I was looking at him is that a 17-year-old kid from Belgium?
Oh.
And I'm looking at him, I'm thinking like, wow, I was trying to imagine then. Like, I think maybe I was going to work or something like I was trying to imagine then what was going through his mind as a 17-year-old kid coming to sign for Chelsea. So since then, I've always, hoped for the best for him. So I thought when Chelsea signed him, I was over the moon for this guy. I thought, yeah, finally, he's arrived. And this guy he just folded, like Kenny said. He just folded. I don't know why.
Many years and an interview later, we are here.
Who folded? Who folded? Who?
Hold on.
Who you guys talking about?
Hold on, somebody just gave me a compliment now. He said N'Golo Kante watches the show.
N'Golo Kante
He did
watches this show.
his Sky Sports interview recently.
Like,
and he said
seriously?
the season is not Chelsea level.
Kante,
He got this from me. See,
N'Golo.
Who came in at 17 that you got?
Abdullah, read the last part.
Lukaku,
part.
guys.
He said, Vote for Office said N'Golo Kante
In
watches this
2011.
show. He did a Sky Sport interview recently and he said this season is not Chelsea level. He got that from Abdul.
That's nice.
Just because I'm not called,
N'Golo, if you are listening,
Abdullah, just because I'm not called Luis Abdul Enrique, it doesn't mean I don't know football.
Abdul, stop there. Abdul,
put some respect on our name here, Blue,
Yes.
on Blue Studio, man.
Yeah, I think we're saying that. You just said Luis Abdul Enrique.
Enrique Abdul. Luis Abdul Enrique.
Or Abdul Dino or something like that.
Abdul
I
Dino.
don't know football.
That's Ash. That's Ash. We're saying Ronaldinho. That's Ash.
Ricardo Abdul Montolivo.
Exactly. So anyway, that's where Lukaku is just, I don't know, man.
It's like a
Before
baby.
you know it, it will be done before he knows it. I wish he had like what's his name? A Vincent Kompany's mentality. I wish he had that. Vincent Kompany. I tell you, right? I went to City Stadium, the Etihad, and they were showing us where they do their gym work. And every player had like their own weights and whatever. Look, if you see the weights on where Vincent Kompany used to do his own gym work, bloody hell, unbelievable. You know that time when his biceps were really massive before Pep? If you see the weight he used to use, man, those guys, you got to give them credit, man. I just wish he had that kind of mentality. Tunnel vision, focused, dedicated. He can be dedicated. I'm sure sometimes I think he's dedicated sometimes, but is that tunnel vision is just lacking. That But anyway.
And for me, guys, Paramount Plus and CBS is the best ever. When you want to watch it here, do not watch it on BT Sport. Those people are clowns. Paramount Plus is the best when you want to watch anything in UCL and Europa League.
BT are too biased, man.
BT Sports are clowns.
Abdullah, you remember you said you used to watch it. You used to watch your games through a link.
Yeah.
Yeah, the link.
No. I watch it on Paramount. I watch Champions League on Paramount. I watch the Premier League.
No, but we are still waiting for that link.
You're still looking for that link.
The link name is Cody. I used to watch Premier League, but I watch my Champions League on Paramount Plus.
Cody, put it in the private chat.
Code. Oh, okay.
This guy. Last time he did that, he was some weird application. I don't know, some weird app that was not even working.
I want it on Cody. I have it here. I'm going to Cody.
But not these
the Chinese ones that they tell you.
Yeah.
You want a way to make money.
I want it on Cody. So this is it here.
That's the app.
Yeah, that's the app. Yeah. So I watch it on. So different app. This one for movies and stuff, but music, light spot and everything. So it shows a lot. I watch this on Premier League.
Is it free?
Yeah, it's free. Yeah, you have to have the IP address and everything.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So once you have
What does it only work in America?
Yeah, you work in America. Work anywhere. America, UK, Nigeria.
Yeah. You have to have your IP address though, Kenny.
Yeah, once you have the IP address, you can automatically show. I watch my Champions League, Europa League, Conference League on Paramount Plus, but I watch my Premier League, blah 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 blah. I watch them on the what's called. I watch them on. No. I watch them on USA because USA show Premier League. USA. Yeah, USA. Yeah.
Abdullah, you don't watch MLS?
MLS what?
You're not patriotic. Abdullah is not patriotic. He's not. Abdullah,
Before we move forward, guys, good luck tomorrow, Celtics.
Abdullah, by the way, the 4th of July is coming. Abdullah, 4th of July is coming. We better have a Independence Day special stream, eh?
Relax.
Yo, man. Listen. Tomorrow is going to be a big game for us, man. But we did it before. Yeah. We did it before, man. We played them before. We played them, I think, 3 times in the past four.
Blue Eyes, we were supposed to win that game. Don't even remind me.
Listen,
Mendy, I'll never forgive you. I swear to God, I'll never forgive you.
No, we're talking basketball. We're talking the real man sport, not this thing. Not this thing.
What the Heat? Yeah, no. Today the Lakers are playing against Denver.
Yeah, man. I'm so.
But Boston are winning. Boston are winning.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. We shall see. We shall see you at the dance, man.
I think that. No, I would like the Heat to win, but I think Boston are winning. My team lost in there. I was.
Listen, guys. As long as Braun doesn't get a fifth, I don't care.
What's your team?
Good. Do you use
Phoenix Suns? The Suns.
Use Android iPhone because this
that's a soft team, man. Yo, wake up, man. That team is soft.
Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Do you have laptop or you have Android?
Oh boy.
On Android it works and on laptop it works.
Yeah,
You have a laptop. Just go to like an app store and everything, download code and everything. I'll put the IP address on the private chat.
Okay, no problem.
Go ahead.
So Blue Eyes, you're a Heat fan, huh?
Oh my goodness! For years, man. Before LeBron came, LeBron is a guest to me.
So once
bro, I tell you the truth, man. My family finessed me, man. Majority of my family is in Toronto. I'm a Raptors guy.
Oh, you're Raptors. Listen, I used to be a Raptors fan, but I don't like how Raptors treated their legends. All their legends became Hall of Fame in other teams. That's what I didn't like about the Raptors. I don't know if you know.
Vince Carter.
Blue Eyes. I didn't even know what I was getting into.
Thank you, Marcus Camby.
Blue Eyes. I didn't even know what I was getting into. It's like being a Spurs fan, you know. I didn't know what was going on. I just got sucked into it.
Yeah. No,
I just remembered one time. A lot of my family members live in Toronto. I like Kyle Lowry. I like what's the other guy's name?
DeMar DeRozan.
No, not DeRozan. Yes, I was like, I like him on 2K. You know what? I'm gonna support these guys
on 2K. On 2K, that.
In 2K, my God.
Yeah. But I don't really support a team like that. I'm more of a player guy, so I follow the players.
No, I support team, man. I'm a huge.
I don't know.
When we played New York Knicks, I was so excited because I know that rivalry. A lot of people don't know that.
The Knicks, man, I hate those guys so much.
Huge rivalry for us. That's one of the biggest.
You're so annoying.
Irving.
Alonzo
Mourning.
Yeah, exactly.
In the 90s.
Yeah, once you download it on your laptop on App Store, I'll explain how you work it out.
Okay, 1 second.
You can watch any stuff, but I prefer watching my own Champions League and my Europa League and everything on Paramount because BT Sports are clans. I'm not watching Champions League. I will break my TV if I start watching it.
It's not BT Sport now. It's TNT. TNT.
Oh, I like TNT. TNT are good too. TNT are good. I like TNT. TNT are good. Well, BT Sport, they are all of them are just clowns. They don't even know how to analyze football at all. They're annoying me.
Yeah, the two biased towards the English team.
Too much, man.
The game is about Inter Milan and AC Milan. They're talking about I think Man City will beat ball out.
Like these guys, with these people. Too much biased people and too much hate. It's too much.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
No. I prefer watching the Paramount Plus. I enjoy myself on Paramount Plus. Henry, Michael Carrick, Michael Richard, and Jamie Carragher. They make me laugh, and it's always fun watching. And shout out to Kate.
It is a very good panel.
I like
good
it
panel.
Rather than the lady on the Rebecca Lou that does the USA stuff. I don't like her too. She's too biased. Kate Abdul on Champions League, she's damn good. She is damn freaking good. Yeah, she's good.
Got a lot of stuff.
The way she analyzes.
Listen, guys. I don't want to be sexist, but I don't like listening to female commentators, right? I don't.
Listen to Kate Abdul. She is damn good. She is good.
I know Kate. She's good. But usually, I don't like listening to female commentators and whatnot. Okay. I fall asleep.
But Kate Abdul
no commentators, yeah. But she's Austin. Austin is alright. When they commentate, sometimes
she's good. She's good.
Analysis, Kate Abdul is very good. She's very good. Damn good. The way she interacts with Thierry Henry, Michael Richard, and what's her name, Jamie Carragher. Very good analysis. Very, very damn good. I like the way they speak. It's enjoyable. They've signed a 4-year deal already to, I think 4 or 5 years. No, I think 6 years till 2020.
So you rather hear Martin Tyler's voice than to hear Kate Abdul talking nicely. Okay.
Mr. Blue Eyes, I would rather listen.
Blue Eyes, don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird.
You are sick. I would rather listen to Peter Dory than listen to Martin Tyler. Simple.
What's going on with you?
No, Martin Tyler's alright.
Blue Eyes, listen, I don't want to be sexist. I don't want to be sexist. I don't want the last channel to be reported. But sometimes when I hear like these hosts talk about shit they don't even know, I just get angry. So I just say, what the hell is this? They just let anyone talk. It's like when you find Stephen A. Smith talking about UFC. Just it's the same. I swear to God, it's the same shit.
No, but most of these guys on this show, they pay people to actually they're probably right, but they tell them what to say. They're not actually There's too most of this Stephen A. Smith. There's too much to do. You can't be knowing stuff everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's why they probably pay guys to inform them about what's going on in this world.
Yeah.
I agree. But when she analyzes, it's very good though. When she has this analysis,
no, she's surprised. The thing is, I like the
other woman in USA, Rebecca Lowe. I don't like Rebecca Lowe.
No, she has a very good connection with the guys. She has a very good connection with the guys.
My problem with Rebecca Lowe is she's like this. I don't like that. Today she talk good. Tomorrow she like I don't like that. Rebecca Lewis is to
I like Nunes. Hi, Nunes, ESPN.
Oh yeah, Alexi Nunes.
No, guys. Let me try and explain to you, right? Do you guys remember?
Nah,
She doesn't host anymore. Alexi doesn't do too much on ESPN anymore. She doesn't even. It's been long since I've even seen her on ESPN. It's been long.
No, guys, I'll explain to you. Do you guys remember that when Stephen A. Smith used to be on the show with that one guy, Max? Remember?
Yeah.
Did you ever notice the female anchor? Did you ever feel notice the female anchor?
Yeah, the Molly. Yeah.
Did you ever notice her? Like seriously?
Barely.
Molly. Anyways, we're not talking about this, but I know the whole story with Molly and everybody. Man.
And I was shocked. I listened
with Jalen Rose and everybody, but it's okay.
I listened to a podcast.
Yeah, she used to be married to.
Get that podcast I listened to yesterday. I was
sorry.
Shocked.
What?
There was an argument yesterday when I was listening to a podcast. It was what's her name? Logan Wood was arguing with somebody because they said Arsenal bought the league. He was like, no, they didn't bought it. They keep that. No, don't tell me that. I don't know if you listen to it on Talksport.
With what's his name, Piers Morgan.
Is it Piers Morgan?
Yeah,
there were a lot of arguments.
Oh God, Piers Morgan's an idiot, man. He's such an idiot.
She's an Arsenal fan. Most of these Arsenal fans are ending now.
No, Tories. They're just Tory idiots, man. Just a bunch of royalist pigs.
Because for me, when I watch Paramount Plus, when it comes to Champions League and Europa League, I feel so happy. So just chill, enjoy myself, no bias. But when you watch BT Sport, I feel like breaking my TV. It annoys me. From the analysis to the commentary. All of them are annoying. Just annoying me.
No, the commentary.
Come
But
on,
the analysis, no, when Ferdinand is there, it's alright. But it's when you have the Steven Gerrard, Michael Owen. Michael Owen is terrible.
Oh my! Oh, when
These
Hagrid,
guys,
oh my
these
god!
guys
Harry Redknapp.
trash.
Harry Redknapp, guys.
Oh my gosh, man.
Harry and Jamie, those two annoy me. Oh my! But you know someone I miss. You know someone I miss Souness. That guy, I loved his hate. He all he can do is just hate. That's all. Just a hater.
He's on TalkSport now, isn't he?
No, I know. I think he left Sky Sport. I don't know where he is now.
Yeah, he left. Yeah, I think he's on TalkSport. I know he left Sky, but yeah, I think he's on TalkSport.
Is he on TalkSport?
And that guy, his hating game was just hilarious,
Yeah,
man.
I
All the
think he's on
time,
TalkSport.
But to be sincere, Kate Abdul has been doing very well with the coup in the Paramount Sport.
Of course, she's been doing fantastic.
They are taking football to a next level, especially
She's just been top class. Absolutely.
Well, actually, guys, is it her or is it the panel?
All of them are on the panel.
It is a very good panel.
They have good chemistry.
They have good chemistry.
Because you know the thing is, yeah. No matter how impartial Henri tries to be, he has those little moments that you can just see that he has an agenda. Carragher all the time it's an agenda. Michael Richards, at least the guy is, he breaks the ice. I like that about him. And then Kate comes in with her little feminine touch, and it's okay.
Kate Abdul, she's good.
She's fantastic. She's just fantastic.
How old is she? She looks like 35, 45.
She's 41.
She's just fantastic.
She's 41, huh?
Yeah.
Is she married?
I love listening.
No, just asking.
I love listening to her football tactics. Very informative.
Relax, stop that.
No, Blue has been repeating for like 5 minutes.
You're sick, man. You're sick.
She's just her knowledge, the knowledge of the
game. I didn't say knowledge. Don't put me in the wrong.
No, man.
No, but for her age, honestly,
she's good. She's good.
I think she speaks like 3, 4, 5 languages. She's like a linguist.
Oh, she does. Wait, how many languages do you guys speak?
I speak like 6.
3.
Ooh.
Okay. Abdullah, how many languages do you speak?
I speak 5.
I speak like maybe 3 or 4.
Pidgin is not a language.
I speak Yoruba.
Pidgin is not a language.
Let me speak Arabic.
Pidgin is a language. What are you talking about?
I speak
Arabic. No, it's not. Okay, Arabic. It's not a language. Please don't do this. Blue eyes, don't do this.
Pidgin is a language. What are you talking about?
Pidgin is not a language.
He has his own words, so obviously that's a bit language.
Slang also has its own words. I don't count slang as language.
Let me tell you something. There's apps right now in Pidgin. There's apps out there in Pidgin.
Yeah.
I can
Blue eyes.
Hold on. No, it's not slang. I can converse for 1 year straight in Pidgin, in a text.
Exactly. Thank you, Emily. Thank you.
It's not Ebonics.
That's exactly what it is. It's
not Ebonics, though. I don't know. Now you want to teach us what Pidgin is. My goodness.
No, but you should know. Pidgin is not his own language. Let's be like Pidgin.
No, it is a bastardization of a language. That's what it is.
It's not it is a language. It is a
bastardization. That's what it is.
Language is language. You are seeking the help for saying that.
No, Pidgin English is like Spanish.
Let me tell you something.
Spanish from Spain and Spanish from Latin America.
Let me tell you something about Pidgin. Okay, I'll tell you something about Pidgin. And maybe Nigeria, for example. You come to Nigeria, and there's over 400 local dialects. So there's 400 languages in Nigeria. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you travel, every square kilometer is a new town. So what do they speak in that new town? A new language. That's the only language that you can use to survive in towns where you can't speak the local language. Hello?
I can hear.
It's Pidgin.
No, but a person that speaks English can still go there and they will still understand the person.
No, but you have to know if you speak
Pidgin.
Pidgin.
No, Kenny, someone that cannot speak English. Continue.
It's because pidgin is all about sounding. So there's also an art to speaking pidgin. Is all I'm trying. Listen, even the past presidential campaign. I don't want to be political. Even in past presidential campaigns, people campaign in pidgin. It's true.
No, but it's like I get. No, wait. Can
let me
I get what you're trying to say. I get what you're trying to say. Blue eyes, wait.
Hold on. Let me
I
just
get what
finish.
you're trying to say.
Let me finish.
I get what you're. No, wait. Just wait. Let me pitch it. Let me
finish first. Let me finish.
You don't want me to dive, huh? You don't want me to dive. You want me to start? Okay, I'll stand up. I'm standing.
What I'm trying to say is this: I think we are underestimating the fact that pidgin is actually an official language. We're leaving food on the table. That's what I'm trying to say. This whole idea of actually this being a debate, whether pidgin is a language or not, is actually, first of all, in the wrong direction.
Okay, wait. Where is pidgin spoken? Where is pidgin spoken? Blue eyes. Where is pidgin spoken? Where is it? Only in Nigeria.
Let me take it there. No, I'll answer the question. Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia,
Ghana,
Sierra Leone, Sierra Leone, Cameroon. Yes.
No, but wait. But Cameroon. Wait, okay, Cameroon speak English. Yes. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I
get your point. I get your point that it is a way of forming a base language.
Hold on, Kiman. Don't go too far. You asked me a question, and you're trying to skate over my answer. So
I'm not skating.
Okay, let's pause.
I'm heading like a hip hop.
Hold on. You asked me which other places speak pidgin, and I named close to 6 countries. So
you named Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, Liberia, 5.
Liberia. Okay, there's got to be. Hold on. You put Cameroon there.
What's happened, dog?
You put Cameroon.
Okay, Cameroon 6.
No, Cameroon is it? Cameroon is it pidgin English?
Yes,
no, he's waffling. I know he's waffling. He's waffling.
No.
Continue.
Oh my goodness!
I know Cameroon. I don't know about that.
I can't believe I'm having this discussion. You guys don't know they speak pidgin in Cameroon. My goodness.
I know people from Cameroon. I don't think it's pidgin.
Well,
Kenny,
guess what, guys? You guys are going to start paying me
for
for
they speak their own pidgin? Do they speak Nigerian pidgin or they speak their own pidgin?
You guys are going to start.
It's down.
Huh? You see, now that's the thing. Listen, Blue Eyes. Let me answer. Right? I know your argument. Your argument is pidgin is a language that is used between people who speak different languages as a bridging language. In East Africa, we have Swahili.
Let me ask you a question. Where are you from, bro?
I'm from Kenya.
You're Somali.
But I'm Somali.
Okay, you're Somali.
I'm Somali Kenyan, yes.
Yeah, I remember you were very excited when you were introducing yourself to Ismail. So you're Somali, right? Okay. No, I remember you started even speaking. You speaking Waria, and now you're Kenyan. You see?
No, wait. Blue Eyes. Wait, let me defend myself. Let me defend myself. Right?
You don't need to defend myself. You've already defended yourself.
You want to accuse me without letting me answer. No, let me speak.
Man, you have tried.
In Kenya, in Kenya, there's a northeast part.
Today you're Kenyan. Yesterday you were Somalian.
No, let me answer. You see, he doesn't want me to answer. Let me answer.
Go ahead.
Listen, Somali. The word Somali is a very misleading thing. There's a country called Somalia, and there's a people called Somali. If you name a country after an ethnic group, what else do you expect? And the region, firstly, Kenya and Somali share a border. I'm from that border region. That's where my family is from.
No, but
that part was historically.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Are you Somalian or are you Kenyan?
I'm of Kenyan nationality, but I'm Somali ethnicity. Yes.
No, that doesn't answer my question. You see,
I was born in Kenyan borders. That's where I was born.
You see, my
that has nothing to do with the pidgin English conversation. Exactly. I don't know why you.
No, Kenny, wait. I want to educate Blue Eyes. Right? I want to educate Blue Eyes because we always find ourselves on different side of the fence. Listen, wait, Blue Eyes. Wait. Let me answer.
No problem.
In Kenya, there's a specific part of Kenya called it's in the northeast province, which it used to be called NDF, the Northern Frontier District, which was it is historically and still up to today a majority Somali area.
But why didn't you? Hold on, Kima. Why didn't you tell Ismail that you were a Kenyan Somalian that time?
I did tell him. I told him.
No, you didn't tell him that. No, that's not
I
what
did.
you said.
I asked him. You see,
have
you see, Blue Eyes. Here's the problem. Blue Eyes. If jumping to conclusions was an Olympic medal, you'd be in the moon. I swear to God.
Exactly.
I swear to God. Forget the medal. You'd be
Because
on
I
the
have
moon.
receipts.
Listen. No, listen. And here's the problem. He's from East Africa, so he understands. I don't need to explain it to him. But wait, who just left? Oh, it was Edoman. Yeah, he must have had politics and left. So here's the thing. Right?
Edo, man. Was he from
The
Edo?
region where I'm from,
Don't worry about
Blue
it.
Eyes, the region where I'm from, it
Blue
is
Eyes,
like, how do I
what's the-
explain?
What's the argument about? What's the argument about?
I don't even know. We started
If
from
Pidgin
Hold on,
if
Abdul,
Pidgin
hold on,
if Pidgin
hold on.
English
Let
is
me land. Let me just ask. Let me answer Abdul. Abdul, can you? If I tell you countries that speak Pidgin, I'm going to name them. Tell me if they speak Pidgin, true or false. Ghana. Does Ghana speak Pidgin?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Cameroon.
Yeah.
Liberia.
Wait, let
Liberia.
him answer.
Liberia, yes.
Sierra Leone.
Yes.
This is common.
Okay, wait, Blue Eyes, wait.
Is Nigerian Pidgin English the same as Cameroon Pidgin English?
It's still
No.
Pidgin,
Yes.
but you can
It's
understand.
the same.
No,
it's
not the same.
Blue Eyes,
It's
I
the
caught
same.
you. Is it the same?
Same.
It's the same.
It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the
It's not
same.
the same.
Oh,
It's not the same.
Nigeria
It's not the
is
same.
different from Liberia, different
Oh
from
my god.
Thank you, Edoman.
from Ghana.
You can understand each other. If you see that, my brother.
Yes, you can understand, but there's some
Exactly.
keywords
Yeah, but
they use.
it's
We don't
different.
understand
Yeah.
it.
I understand
It's
everything
different.
Cameroonian is saying.
Kenny.
It's like Abdul. It's like Spanish. It's like Spanish. Wait, it's like Spanish from Spain and Spanish from Latin
From
America.
Angola.
No, forget about those ones.
Yeah,
okay?
or Portuguese from
Hold on,
Angola. Or
hold
this.
on now.
It's
Kenny,
different.
No, pause.
Kenny, hold on.
Abdullah, can you bring up the comments,
Kenny,
please?
hold on.
My
Kenny,
Tuangu.
Kenny,
Wait, what
two
is it?
seconds.
What is it? Kiprotich? No, it's Kiprono. Yes, Kiprono. Garissa. He knows. I don't know why I need to explain this to you guys.
Where's the debate?
If Pidgin is
No.
an official language. No. If when you say how many languages you speak, should you put Pidgin? Should you put
Of
Pidgin
course,
in
I
part
put
of the?
Pidgin. I put
No,
Pidgin.
there's no place for that. There's no place for that in our.
No, Edoman, hold on. Before, this is my own experience. This is my own argument. Some people might not agree. Before, I never used to classify Pidgin as a different language. Okay. But recently, somebody actually emphasized it for me and analyzed it for me that Pidgin English is a different language. It is not English language. Okay. The English cannot understand Pidgin English. Okay. You will have to teach them. Some people can speak Pidgin English, but they cannot speak this English we are talking about. So it must be a different language. And I've spoken to linguistics. They say Pidgin English is the same, is a different language. So that is why that person was particular about Nigerians, that most Nigerians in general can speak a minimum of 2 languages, English, Pidgin English, and then most of them can speak 3 languages because they can speak one.
They're monotone, yes.
So most Nigerians can actually
The dialect,
And this is Abdul, and this is the reason why before you came, I said that we stand the risk of underestimating the importance of making Pidgin a very key language. We
I
stand the
think
risk
he cut across. Even South Africans can understand that now.
because there's a lot of Nigerians that live there. So, but the thing is, the reason I say this is because we look at Pidgin because we use it on the streets. It's a street language. You're right. It is a street language. Because we use it on the street, we underestimate its value. And from what Abdul is saying right now, imagine you're in a foreign land. Imagine you're in a foreign land and you're in a train for some reason.
Yeah. You have to speak Pidgin now.
No. Let me tell you my argument against Pidgin. So you guys can understand where I'm coming from. Pidgin in itself is not a language. It is the mixture and it is a Frankenstein of multiple languages. Because here in East Africa, let me land.
English is a derivative of Greek.
Let me land. Because here, for you guys, your Pidgin, it has developed longer. It has been there longer. For us in East Africa, we have something called Sheng. Sheng, what it is because just like you guys, the way you speak a minimum of three languages, we speak a minimum of 3 languages in East Africa. We have English as the main language, then we have Swahili, and then we have everyone's mother tongue. You understand? So this Sheng, what it is they take English, they take Swahili, they take their mother tongue, they mix it. You understand?
No, I don't think you're understanding the. I don't think you understand the impact
You
of.
need to understand.
That is the roots. That is the basic root of pidgin. That is the
know,
basic root of pidgin.
but pidgin has a different impact, man. Like
Even
that's
in
how
Nigeria,
did it start?
here
How
in
did it
Northern
start?
Pidgin is different from Satana. Do
sorry.
you know that? If you hear a Northerner speaking Pidgin, it's
Of
different
course.
from we from South, because now the
I
North of them will say
Edoman, I don't disagree.
say
But I'm
ba.
asking you the
We will
roots,
say
the roots of pidgin.
Man.
How did it start? How
Well,
did it start?
listen. Not it doesn't matter how it starts. Let me
No,
just
come
tell
on,
No,
you
but
come
something.
on.
now you don't want to
Let
answer my
me
question.
say
You don't want to
something
answer it when it
Right.
doesn't fit your
Let me
narrative.
say something to Kiman.
Go
It's
ahead.
not about how it starts. It's not about the historical background. It's about what it is doing today. And let me tell you right now, Pidgin is employing people. I don't think you understand, though.
Oh my God.
No, I get.
You're derailing the conversation to something else.
Hold on.
No,
Pidgin is
Keman,
building apps. There's
Keman, I
there's
understand
video
what you're
games
saying.
in Pidgin.
Blue eyes, 2 seconds, please. Keman, I
Yeah.
understand what you're talking about. What you are talking about, Keman, is more towards the origin. So,
Yes.
60 years ago,
evolved.
60 years ago, it's not
There was no Pidgin.
it's not a language. But in
Yeah.
2023,
It's a
it's
language.
in
I
it's
don't
in another
disagree. I
language.
don't disagree. It has
Language.
made strides, and right now it has formed its own grammar, its own wording, and whatnot. I understand.
Kiman, look at Nollywood. Let's even go to Nollywood and Afrobeat.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at
Look at the musical instrument now.
Yes,
Because now
it has had a large effect.
It's easy for South Africa now to understand when you say Yash.
Yes, when we say Yash, thank you.
No, but it's, at the end, look at this guy. No, but the thing is, at the end of it's still English. Like I used to live in Switzerland. Yeah. In Switzerland, they have the German they speak in Switzerland is different from the actual German. Yeah,
Because they make it Swahili.
yeah, it's called Swiss German. Yeah, but it's still at the end of the.
Do you know how to
the
speak
way-
Pidgin? Let me ask you a question, Kenny. Can you speak Pidgin?
Yes, I understand.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no, but if you stay
What thing that happened?
that's not Pidgin. That's not Pidgin. Just to let you know, that's like in Swahili. That's like saying Jambo.
My House of friends are lying to me then.
In Swahili, just like saying Jambo, and say you
Jambo,
know,
habari yako, hakuna matata.
exactly. That's not Swahili either. That's like tourist.
It's still the same thing.
Yeah, but
Hakuna Matata means how far? Like how far? Wow.
No, it doesn't mean how far. It means there's no worries.
No, it's mean
There's
yeah,
no
no
problem.
worries.
There's no stress.
No
That's what it
problems,
means.
yeah.
you have to go and watch Lion King again now. Mufasa.
That's we don't get TV. They peep from window.
But
you know one thing I found very interesting. Like I've met a bunch of Nigerians, and I've met Nigerians even in Uganda, like neighboring Kenya, and I find that Nigerians, it's very easy for them to pick up the Ugandan language, easier than the Swahili language,
You
which
know
is
why?
very weird for me.
No, you know why? Let me tell you why. And this
Is
is
that
why.
similarities?
No, it's not about the similarity. It's because of the survival tactic back home. Like there's about 400 languages. So
the most common
The dialects,
you have to keep adapting to new languages as you travel through Nigeria. It is hard for you to speak. Like
Pidgin is
if you travel from the north to the south, you have to speak from Hausa to Yoruba or to Igbo.
It's a language.
Imagine me from Edo State now. My mom and my father speak 2 different languages. Edo State.
Imagine.
Really?
So that survival tactic of picking
I
up
didn't even know that,
languages, yes, that survival tactic of picking up languages back home is what they are bringing up here because it's just commonplace.
Like commonplace. If you go to Benin Republic, you have to learn Fongbe.
Typical Nigeria will say you 4 languages, 5 languages.
Benin Republic speak Yoruba.
They speak Yoruba, but Fongbe is when you move towards the Cotonou part of it. So you have to learn that. And Fongbe cut across Benin Republic and Togo.
You see?
Togo speak French.
They teach it in school, the Fongbe.
Huh?
Togo speak Yoruba
No,
too.
Teach it in school.
is like their language. Is the language they speak. French is like their the national one they speak.
National language, yeah.
Yes. So Fongbe is their dialect. So most Nigerians, like most of those Igbo guys there, because when I was there, I was with most of the Nigerians. Me, I'm not even ready to stress myself. All I need to learn is I want to buy something. I'm going to this place. That's all. The rest of them, I force you to hear pidgin. That's it.
And there's I don't know if you guys
most
know
men where they speak Fongbe.
there's this place to
Yes. Those guys.
Wait, because I think it's in Nigeria now. It's called Irobo. I don't know if
Urobo is that was where I grew up. I was born. That is Delta State, Warri.
Yeah,
so now the way we speak pidgin down there
is
different from because we make too much emphasis when we speak.
Exactly.
And we add some heavy English vocab. Sometimes you think it's this is like growing up when they say we normally say when you reach yonder, tell the person to say they come. I always thought it was like I never knew it was even in the dictionary.
So pidgin is basically a dialect then.
Yes.
The dialect, yeah.
So the more you move, Yoruba pidgin is different from the Abuja pidgin, is different from the Calabar pidgin, is different from Meduguri pidgin.
Absolutely. But guys, don't you feel like pidgin was a mistake?
If you look at those musicians that sing music, they speak pidgin language too.
Yes.
You know what? I can tell where you're. I can. Let me not say compare.
I can tell where you are from your pidgin.
Yeah, exactly. I can tell where you're from with your pidgin. Even your country, even if you're not from Nigeria, I can tell. When you speak pidgin, I know I can place you.
Yeah.
So I Ghanaian, you know Ghanaian, Liberia.
This is Liberia.
You also hear that.
You go here. If I heard Sierra Leone, I say, this guy is from Freetown. This is a Freetown guy.
Freetown people, yeah.
And when they hear us, they will know that is Niger.
Niger people, they know. My workplace, there was a lady there. She's from Nigeria. She was born in America, but his family is from Nigeria. But he can't speak Yoruba fluently. So when you want to speak Yoruba to me, you're like, hold on, Ade, hold on. Can you tell me what is ekaro? I'm like, hold on, it's not. We don't say ekaro. It's ekaro, which is good morning. But because he wasn't born in Nigeria, was born here, so it's difficult for him to speak the language speak in terms of.
But I feel the Igbo people find it very easy to learn their language outside the country than any other tribe.
A business now, bros.
Yeah, I'm the same issue.
I think they stick to their language. They stick to their language.
Yeah.
Apart from Yoruba guys in UK.
We'll do more of this on Sunday. Don't worry, we'll do more of this on Sunday.
Okay, no problem.
We'll do more linguistic. It's very. It's when we talk about language and pidgin, it's very broad. It go far. It go very far.
See, the most funniest thing I think I saw a Kenya for the first time last year in Lagos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw Kenya and a guy from I think Malawi.
Wow.
Yes, I was a Kenya guy from Kenya.
Oh, guy from
Kenya.
Okay.
Yes. So he told me where we spoke a bit. They told me, and he said they have a large number in Lagos. I say yeah. Say if I want to see them, they're always in a court there. I said okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Kiman, the Africa Cup of Nations coming up in 2024. It's
yeah. But Abdullah, how does AFCON help us in East Africa? How does it help us?
They have different language and different dialect. They also speak pidgin too, you know that. They speak
Uganda, they speak English. It's an English speaking country.
Yeah, I know, but their own pidgin is different than Nigerian pidgin. But I speak pidgin too.
Oh, Ivory Coast.
Cote d'Ivoire.
No, Cote d'Ivoire is French. French.
It's French, huh? Cote d'Ivoire is French.
Because the reason I said that, I know somebody from Ivory Coast who speak pidgin.
But isn't there English speaking side in the Cote
d'Ivoire?
It's possible that they learned pidgin, but no, Cote d'Ivoire is French first.
It's French. It's 100% French.
Peacekeeping era. Those peacekeeping and Ekumo soldiers that they moved there, so I think they probably speak pidgin.
Because of that's possible because through the soldiers, that's true.
Soldiers would move there in a large number for peacekeeping during that conflict.
So they intermarried probably.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Some soldiers will not return home now.
744 man, what's up?
Very good point.
Shout out to him in the chat.
I'm a linguistics with to where especially different languages. I'm it's interesting. This broad.
Well, you know the
Listen,
thing is, man.
I had
You know the thing
I
is,
had the
when
best French teacher, man. I had the best French teacher, but we never took him serious, and now I regret, man.
no, man.
You have
One
to,
language I
man.
never want
French
to learn
is
is French.
Very
il faut
I
important.
don't ever want to
Very
learn
il faut
French.
important.
parler
French is
il
a
faut
very
parler
disgusting
français.
language.
Un peu,
Il faut
No,
parler
man,
français.
Kenny,
Il
French
faut
is
parler
a very
français.
disgusting language.
Monsieur,
It's a very
monsieur,
disgusting language.
Toi, tu connais pas. Toi, tu connais pas. You don't know.
No, just a little bit, bro. Just a
I
little
don't
bit.
You don't know.
hear.
Keep on your head, man.
I
I
can
didn't
order.
No,
I
I'm
can
saying
order
it's
McDonald's in French.
it
Though.
sounds so
I can order
disgusting to me.
McDonald's.
I would rather learn Italian or Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a French country for
That's
3 years, 3.5 years. I learned
No,
shit.
you can learn a language in 10 months. Believe me, you can learn a language in 10
No,
months.
I was not
no
even
French is
interested.
tough. French is tough.
I was not even interested because I found out that this language has too much respect. There's a way you greet in the morning, to greet an elder, the way you greet in. I just said, not me.
French is disgusting language.
The man take I'm
French
going
is
Come on,
disgusting
where you
language.
here, man?
Hey
No,
guys,
it
guys,
does. I
hold on,
swear to God,
hold on. Let me take
French-
guys. Let me take you back to football just for 1 second.
Okay.
I like the discussion about linguistics. So this is that's very nice.
So
that
soon
we
I'm
come
going to be tackling social issues.
But let me ask you something. I just want to make a comment because I
Mhm.
think we're sleeping on a young talent here, ladies and gentlemen.
Which? Who?
Curtis Jones.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
No, that second goal he scored yesterday was nice.
Listen,
It was a
guys,
nice goal.
I don't know what is going on.
we
I
are
don't know
sleeping.
why-
We are sleeping on Liverpool and club. It's not
No,
Curtis
no,
Jones.
hold on. I'm just asking a question. How come nobody's paying attention to Curtis Jones?
I'm not
Do you know how old he is? The guy's
an
getting
athlete.
old, you know.
Okay.
How old is he?
I think he's like 24 now.
Are you sure?
23.
No,
Yeah.
listen. Blue Eyes, I do not take footballers with
22.
TikTok hairstyle. I don't take them seriously, man.
Hold on. Why are we sleeping on Curtis Jones? That boy's first touch.
He's an average player. Relax.
That boy's first
Yeah,
touch.
Average player.
He's got
He's an average player with a good game, man.
Elliot is better, believe me. Curtis Jones is shit.
Curtis Jones. Oh my goodness.
Curtis Jones is just
Yes.
overhyped.
Yo, listen.
Never
That first touch. That
No,
first touch.
no. He's 22.
It happens. It's just like that Mateda goal. I beg.
No, he's a decent player, but it's not. It's never going to be like a world
He's
class.
22. Listen, that guy just needs the right. He needs the right team, man.
And he's
Oh my gosh, man.
Relax.
The guy is a good squad player. That's what he is, man.
Thank you. That's perfect statement.
Club knows how to use. No,
Exactly.
club. Me, listen, I'm a
but
fan.
it's
Listen,
club.
I'm a
But
fan,
it's
man.
club.
Curtis
But
Jones,
it's
I'm a
club.
fan, man.
Exactly.
No,
It's
man,
club.
I don't know what
Curtis
he's doing.
Jones, Curtis Jones.
You have to
Listen,
give him that. It's club.
listen, let me tell you something right now. Curtis Jones and Enzo. I'm taking Curtis, man.
Don't do this.
Oh my God! Give me Blue Eyes. Give me a mind.
I'm taking Curtis right now, man.
No,
Blood, that's a
Italy.
sickness.
That's
No,
blasphemy.
man, I'm sorry. Give me
I'm
Afghanistan.
I'm taking my boy
Give
Kurt,
me
man.
Taliban. No, I'm sorry. Give me
Jesus
Pakistan. Give me
Christ.
Kabul.
I didn't say
Yeah,
it. I didn't say it. I have to pass. Excuse me, Blast. No.
My
That's
boy Kurt. My boy
Blue
Kurt.
Eyes, after you've used on Frank Lampard, I don't know if I can take you seriously about this.
No, Kenny, you can't. Kenny, you can't. Blue Eyes has used all his tokens. You cannot trust him. You cannot trust him. Blue Eyes, Kenny, there was nights. Me and Abdullah would sit here. We'd listen to Blue Eyes tell us about how hiring Lampard is a. What was it? What did he say, Abdullah? He said what? It was no. He said what?
No,
He
to
said it was
unite the fans.
No, hold on. No, come back to.
No, wait. Blue Eyes. What was the word you used? It was what? It was a. It was
a shrewd signing.
It was what?
What? Shrewd signing.
A business shrewd signing.
Well, let me tell you something. And let's come back to what we were talking about before.
Sure.
Curtis Jones and Enzo right now.
I'm
not
taking
telling
The recency bias is good. Man had a good game against Leicester. Now all of a sudden,
no, not because of that.
A relegating team.
No. Klopp just knows how to. I don't know why Klopp knows how to use the guy.
Klopp can improve any player. It's Klopp.
Thank you.
Klopp can improve any player. It's Klopp.
Listen, there's nothing that makes me happier than in football than a player that lets a pass do the running for him. That's just high quality football IQ.
Is it because he's part Nigerian? Is it that's why?
No. It's because of the way he plays.
Are you sure?
I don't know where he's from, man. I don't know
He's
where
part Nigerian. Yeah, he is. He's half Nigerian. Yeah.
No, he's not. Without name.
He is.
No, it's not even where. I don't even care where it's from. I started watching that guy since last season. He used to get cameos since last season. I said, "Who is this kid?" He was giving me Mason Mount vibes when I first watched him.
No, oh my god.
And then I noticed that.
Yeah, Bless, he can play for Nigeria.
And then I noticed that Klopp, when Thiago Silva is not firing on all cylinders, when Thiago Silva is not firing on all cylinders, this guy steps in.
He can play for Nigeria.
And he does the job, man.
Okay,
now you're telling me he's 22. I thought he was 24, 25.
Condition can play for Nigeria. She call him now. She come and play for Nigeria. She come and play now. We have
the boy is a bad boy.
Abdullah Balogun doesn't even want to play for Nigeria. I think
the boy is a bad boy.
I don't want to play for Nigeria.
Before we round up, shout out to Balogun who has inducted himself to US national.
Very smart move, by the way. Very smart move.
No, it's a smart move. We knew
Balogun.
The Arsenal. Oh, he doesn't want to play for Nigeria.
Yeah, yes, no, yes.
No, the guy realized it is one season wonder, and he said, "Let me cash in."
No, it's not.
It's a smart decision. US has trash striker. You know that's going to be his position for the next 3 years. He's a smart.
He's the new Clint Dempsey.
And they have the World Cup at home as well. So no, it's a smart decision.
It's a smart decision. You know, it's a business savvy decision. Crude.
Yeah, for long.
Crude business.
I'm so far.
I
have suffered.
Guys, like the video, subscribe, guys. Peace out, guys. Tomorrow, Madrid versus Manchester City. It's gonna be a big UCL match. Wow, we're gonna see who Inter Milan is gonna play.
Abdullah, before we leave, can you zoom into my PFP, please? So I just want to do one last shout out to this legend, man. I wish that leg break. Montolivo, man. Milan, you bums. How did you fluke your ways to a semi-final? You fucking bums. And this guy, Abdullah, this guy was playing with Mexes. In fact, you guys remember Mexes? You guys remember
Mexes, of course.
Yeah.
He scored that banging bicycle kick. He was a terrible defender, though. That was a terrible defender.
Yeah, sick in the head, but I get you.
Shout out.
Shout out, everybody. See you guys tomorrow. Peace,
man.
Tomorrow is gonna be a fight stream because some people's gonna agree and disagree. Tomorrow's stream, Lord have mercy on us.
Good night.
Peace out, guys. God bless. See you tomorrow.